Mirage.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test.
Welcome. This is the Jeranism show.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This is the Speaker's Corner, where we speak truth, Speaker's Corner, yeah, they see through, we see you. Speaker's Corner, where the people get to talk, where real ideas and thoughts spark. This is all on the Speaker's Corner. 3 minutes hit the spotlight. Speaker's Corner, with 3 minutes gets your mind right. Speaker's Corner, where the people get to talk, where real ideas and thoughts spark. This is all on the Speaker's Corner.
It's Speaker's Corner. Welcome everybody to the show. Sorry about the delay there at the beginning. We had a little issue, but I think it's been fixed. At least I hope. Let me check one other thing here. Yeah, I think so. Let's get this going, and we should have the sound working anyways. There we go. The sound's working. We are here. Welcome to the show. It is Speaker's Corner. What episode are we on? Let's check it out. We are on to the July edition of Speaker's Corner, where the people get to talk. It is the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July to you. Don't blow your hands off, but do blow your husband. That is the rules of 4th of July. I didn't make them up. It's just the way it goes. If you'd like to submit a question, a comment, or a video via a form tonight, if you don't want to come on the air, you can go to tinyurl.com/July Corner. You can submit questions or comments or 4-minute videos if you'd like there. Feel free. Or if you want, you can come on the show yourself at tinyurl.com/cornerism. We've got a few submissions, so we do have that going. Let's start with... one second. We're going to start with this in a second. We're going to start with the sponsors of the show. Just got to move this over here. There we go. All right, so there we go. We got it. First sponsor up is THCShow.live. You guys know him well. His name is Mike. He likes midgets and running in the park, amongst other things. You can go to his website, THCShow.live. Head over here to shop THC merchandise. Click that if you feel so inclined. And then you head over here to all these wonderful items, and you can use coupon code Jaren420 and get 10% off, which there is no percentage better than that. 10% is it. So definitely check that out. Get yourself in its flat, kind of like your mom's shirt. Maybe one of these high vibration shirts. Maybe a LED hat or backpack. How about that? And last but not least, we've got JJCBDRub.com. That's JJSCBDRub.com. Get yourself one of these high potency essential rubs or high potency natural rubs. And he uses the Back to Eden no-till gardening method, and you can see him here living amongst the trees, which is always fun. So let me make sure we don't have anybody here yet. All right, that's good. We're just checking. And we are going to make sure we got the clock out. So tonight what we want to do with the clock is... I wonder what emojis do we have possible. What I was thinking of doing is the channel members, let's say the 4 minutes is coming up. Like if we had a gong emoji, then all the members could put the gong if they want it to be over. I'll kind of check the chat. If it's predominantly gong, then we ended at 4 minutes exactly. If it's predominantly some other symbol, we will keep them on. Let me see what we got here. Wonder if I have time to add some real quick. What would we need? A gong? There's nobody in the waiting room, so we can wait a second here. Let me think what I want to do with that. What do you guys think? A gong for the... What would be a good... Is that JJ Hemcred? It is. Indeed. What do you guys think? What's your thoughts? Should it be a gong? Should it be something else? What could we have that signifies Jaren, get him the hell out of here? We've seen enough. What would signify that? Oh, we do have somebody showing up. Let me see real quick if we can get this done. And I also want to make sure this is working. My guess is it's not going to be working. Let's see. Haha, it works. All right, we're good. We have sound effects in the house, and you know me, I love my soundboard. Don't I?
Absolutely correct, sir.
I was just making sure. Just double checking. It is good. Let's see here. A gong, a boot. Oh, a boot's good. Air horn. A clock for more time. Let's do that. Let me see. So we're going to do a clock. PNG. Give me 1 second. There's a good one. Tools. We're going to go with a... I said tools. Tools. Images. Okay. We just need a... What do they call that? Transparency. Hopefully everybody's well. Do you guys have any plans tonight? Do not, like I said, blow off your hands. I think 10,100 people went to the emergency room last year with some sort of terrible injury because they're not very sharp. So be smart. And if you're anywhere near me, don't launch bottle rockets on my roof. I have a child in the house and a wife, but she can run, so she'll probably get away. The child, on the other hand, maybe not. All right, that looks like a good enough clock for me. Let's go with this one. Will that work? Yes, file save as. Okay, we got one image done. And what did you say, a boot? I like the boot. Boot's good. Let's go with a boot. Let's go with a boot. Can it be a good boot? Yeah, there we go. Let's go tools. Let's go color. Let's go transparent. What boot looks good? These boots are made for walking, and that's just what I'll do. I don't like any of these boots. How about that one work? It's like one of those, remember people used to always wear Timberlands? Just don't know if you remember that. That will be the boot. Save that, desktop. Yes. No. Anybody else hate with a passion WebP files or whatever they're called? Let me see. Every time I try to save something, save image as, yeah, it's another WebP file. FU WebP. FU. Can we just get a PNG, please? Another WebP. Off to a blazing start. How about this boot? Save image as. There we go, PNG. We got it. All right, and let me go to the back room real quick. I believe I know how to do this. Studio. We're going to, it's under analytics, maybe? Yes. There we go. No, it's under, nope, earn. There we go, earn. And we got to go to memberships. How many members do we have? Members 120. Nice job, guys. Nice job. And we're going to go over here to, where is the levels? Yeah, we go. We want to your membership offered levels. And then we got emoji edit. Where are the emojis? Here we are. Emoji optional. You can customize it later. Yes. Okay. Next. Okay. We're going to get these on there. Okay. Where do you edit the emojis? Add level. Good. Good. Hey, Maverick's not very happy. What's going on? What's wrong, Maverick? All right. Intro video. No. Customize default perks. Come on. Of course, the day I need to look for them, I can't find them. Create up to 6 price levels. Add an intro. We don't want to do any of that. Customize default perks. Maybe that one. There we go. I found an emoji. How many more do I have left to do? Add emoji. All right. Name your emoji. Boot. Okay. Select image. Let's get the boot on there. It's not the best boot. I had other choices, but you know how it went. You were paying attention. Be right with you guys. Hopefully you can hear me over there. I do believe you can. And where did this one go? Boot. There's the boot. Add another emoji. And this one's going to be called clock. Not cock. Don't get excited. Jeez, you guys have problems. Problems, I tell you. Mine's in the gutter. And let's do this one. Well, it's not exactly what I wanted, but geez, I cannot believe this. WebP files have to go, ladies and gentlemen. They just have to go. Every single one so far. Color, transparent. Can I get a clock, please? How about this one? File, save image as. It's going to be a PNG, thank God. All right, now we got it. I don't know how quickly those show up. I don't know if I have to save it or what. Let's go select image and give me the clock. That big clock. Okay, we got that one, we got that one. Now we're going to, oh wait. As you gain more members, you can upload and share even more emojis. 17 emoji, 8 more members needed. Okay, save and publish. Image aspect ratio must be 1:1. Which image? Replace image. The boot didn't work. Of course, it's got to be something. Boot. Why didn't that boot work? Open with. Okay. This is fantastic. All right, we've got a problem here. We're just going to let the computer rest. Are you guys still there? The computer has locked up, but I think it'll come back. It's just my, what did you call it? Context menu? I don't know. What's his name? Doug told me what the problem is. Now nothing's working. Doug, if I shut down my Explore during the show, it wouldn't do anything, right? Task Manager. It'll at least get rid of this. My context menu is now frozen in front of the screen. I can't even see this. And will this move? Well, I guess it's a good time to try it. If we lose the show, we will start over. But where is Task Manager? No, not that. I need the Explore window. There it is, Window Explorer. All right, end task. Hopefully nothing bad happens. Add task. New task. Explore. .exe. Go. Come back. All right, I believe we're good. That seems fine. This is now fine again. Close that. Cancel that. No, it's still not okay. Are we still on the air? Should be fine because your stream app should run. Okay. It's just kind of, I can't get back to my OBS because this open menu is on the screen. I was trying to fix the boot size and it's not working. Give me a second. I'll figure this out. I just got to figure out what do I need to close or get something to wake up. So I could, why wouldn't Explorer have closed that? Let's try this. Let's try this. Great. This is exactly what I wanted. Okay. It is 14 image canvas size. I see things clicking around over there. Maybe it's working. 1400. Just change the boot size. All right, we got the boot right. File save. Okay, so now we have the right boot size, but I am stuck on the open menu. The close button's not working. Cancel button's not working. You can see my mouse here. Yes, at Jeranism. Alt tab. I don't know, what does that do? Alt tab. That does not seem to be doing anything. So I'm on the YouTube page, and you bring up the little emojis, and then you click to upload the emoji, and it's the screen is stuck on the open screen because it froze there, and nothing. Oh, I can move. Nope, can't even do that. This is terrible because I can't get to the OBS screen, so I won't be able to actually have the show unless this gets fixed somehow. Let's try and do this again. Nope, that didn't work either. Okay, let me go back to the Task Manager, see what I can close down. Task Manager, search. Oh yeah, just close the search box. I think that's what it's doing then, right? Let me try that. Hopefully that doesn't do any damage. OBS Studio, Task Manager, Desktop Window Manager. I don't see that search button now. Anybody tell me what to do? Where's Doug? I need Doug's help. Doug, Control Delete. Thank you. What would it be called? Should I close the Windows? What is this thing called? I lost it now. It was up here at the top somewhere. Windows Driver Foundation. No, I don't want to close that. So there's Google Chrome System. Windows Audio Device System Interrupts. Desktop Windows Manager. You think that's what I need to close to get the open box to close? It's Doug A. Hepling. Happy 4th, wealthy. Reading fun. Hard unplug. I don't want to do that. Turn off. Stop it. Somebody give me some real. Let me try and close this. It might be bad news. Windows. Still not opening up. All right. We're going to try and close the Windows Manager. Desktop Windows Manager. It keeps moving around. Desktop Windows Manager. Come on. Stay with me. Desktop Window Manager. And we're going to end task. Do you want to end this system process? Ending this process will cause Windows to become unstable or shut down. Okay, probably not going to do that one. Let's not do that one. What do you say? I am lost here. Well, the theme will be there's no show currently. I need to close something that's got this open box stuck on my main screen. Wouldn't be Task Manager. Would it be System Interrupts? What if I close that? Oh, there's no option. Never mind, you can't close that. What would you close if the open menu is stuck? Nobody in there. No, I have not tried restarting my PC. I'm in the middle of a stream. That would be bad news. Windows Driver Foundation. No, it can't be that. System Interrupts. Windows. Audio device. Nope. Microsoft Defender. Nope. Nope. Windows Driver Foundation? I don't think that's right. Let me try one more time to close Windows Task Manager. I mean, the Explorer. Yeah, so when I closed Explorer, the open window stays open. So that's not helping because that's not going to get rid of that. Okay, good start. Explorer.exe again. Where's Doug? Jaren, go to Details tab in Task Manager and look for any that are not responding. Thank you. Details tab. Details. And look for anything not responding. So you mean like stuff that says suspended? I've got a couple things that say suspended under status. I got another thing. Yeah, so search host is and look for any process that shows not responding. I just have suspended. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 things that are suspended. Is there a window on top that you can move? Alt space bar? No, it's just the open menu's stuck. And nothing, you can't press cancel, you can't press close. Task Manager, go back there where I was. Shit. I minimized Task Manager and now it's stuck in the taskbar. It's a stupid open menu. Well, now I'm really in trouble. Hold on. Control, Alt, Delete. Task Manager. Okay. Nope, it wouldn't come back up. Well, this might be the end of the road because there's nothing else I can do. Alt Tab. Now the Task Manager is gone. It's at the bottom of the task bar. Try these nuts. Oh yeah, I'll try that. Not suspended. They say not. No, I don't see anything that says not responding. It's just the open menu. How can I show you this? Can't do that. Can't even show you because this window. Nope. Wait, let me try and open. Maybe if I open something else from over here. What would be a site that I would need to open? Let me go catbox.mo. Catbox. This might work. Catbox.mo. We're going to select files. Okay, so this is the open box. I mean, it has 2 of them open now. The one on, yeah, this open box works. What could I do from here? Nothing. It's not gonna work. Okay, let's close that. Task Manager. Let me try and open on this side. Can you open Task Manager over here? Control Alt Delete. Damn, it's not. Let me think. No, that's working. The Windows button doesn't work. The Windows key works. Don't give up. I'm trying. Alt Tab until you find the window and then escape the open menu. Alt Tab. Yeah, it's not even, when I hit Alt Tab, nothing's happening. It's not going to anything. It's not tabbing through anything. Nothing's happening. Because there's an open box that is stuck. It wants me to pick a file, but it's stuck. So let me see here. And then what it's doing is because it's stuck, anything I open and then minimize, then that's stuck at the bottom. And even if let me try this. Yep, I just lost that one too. Okay, well, we might need to start over. I don't think it should be a problem because this I'll just delete and we'll just go right to the same video. Let's do that. What do you think we should? Are you a furry, Jaren? You have a cat box. Yes, I'm a furry. Good idea. I'm going to try and smoke weed. Thanks. Yes, Jaron, just select a file and do the open with the open. Thank you very much. Yes, I've tried to. You don't understand. The box is the box is just frozen. If I click somewhere else and then click on it, it turns color. And if I highlight over the X button in the upper right, it turns red. But no, it's not recognizing any button presses. Not pressing anymore. Let me try escape. Somebody said escape. Nope. Alt tab, 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 escape. Nope, nothing. What about over here? And you can't open the task manager is just one. It's not like there's multiples. And right clicking on the task manager does nothing. Like I can right click on it should say open or something. None of that's working. I think it's done. Oh wait, what's this? No. Can I close this? No. Delete? No. All right. Guys, we'll be right back. Stay where you're at. You'll see a new video come up. What else do I need to do? I just need to post that. No, I don't need to even do that. I'll just change the link in Telegram. Okay. Well, we're going to 6, so it'll be a 2-hour full show. Don't worry. We can even go to 6:30. At 7 tonight, we've got Leslie from Tomb of Illumination. He's coming on for an hour. This is a done deal, though. There's no coming back from this because I can't even get the task manager open now. Nothing's working at all. It's gone. I think we're going to do an old Control-Alt-Delete. We'll see you guys at 4 o'clock. We're starting. I'll start right on time. Watch this. Ready? Set. Love you. Later, haters. It won't even let me shut down the computer right now. Let's see. Son of a bitch. Oh! Did I lose you or are you still here? That'd be awesome if you were still here. You're not here, are you? I bet not. OBS is currently active. No. It still says streaming. Hold on. We might live. We might live here. Do you guys still hear me? Okay. Well, I did Control-Delete. It wouldn't let me close the thing. Then I did Control-Delete again. And then it flashed and went back to the screen. And I was able to close that box. And now everything is working. Is that true? Okay, let's try and finish this off real quick. We're going back to the emojis. We're going back to this one. We might be good. Let's get the boot fixed. Is the clock still here? The clock is no longer there. Add emoji. Select name, clock. That's not how you spell clock. TK. All right. Select image. Make sure this doesn't freeze on me. Go to the clock. Thank you. Open. We got a clock. Add another emoji. Name. Boot. Liquor. Select image. The boot is right there. The boot's good. Save and publish. We might be good. Can somebody throw me a boot, please? Show me the boot. Should I show myself? There we go. Add emoji. Let's see. Is it in here? I don't see any boot. What is that? I can't read what that says. It's nice to have a black on a black screen. Let me close this box. Boom. And we're going to see if we can open it back up. Speaker's corner. Here we go. Pop out emoji. Pop out chat. Anybody see a boot? No, guess not. All right. So that, if maybe it's going to be next show till the boot's available. Because I don't see the boot available. I do. Boot works. And clock works. All right. So the boot means get rid of them. The clock means give them another few minutes. That's how we'll do it. All right, let me make sure we've got, please don't tell me that this didn't do that, please. Wait, do you want to save changes before the document is closed? Cancel. Okay, good. Almost lost something I need. Okay, sorry about that, guys. We are back. We're good. We're going to get to the first guest in 1 second. Now that I have to redo this side. I lost all my tabs over here. We've got to go, what was I doing? Oh yeah, we got to do the overlay. Okay, if you guys enjoyed yesterday, thank you. Appreciate you guys being there for the first ever episode of Mystery NASA Theater 420. And we are going to make sure that we got the clock working. Good, I think we're good. We are ready to go, and everything's working great. And Catbox, if you don't know, Catbox is a great little place to upload things. You can upload large files for linking to, I guess, later. All right, so let's go see who's on the line. Let's see. We look good there. Speaker's Corner is there. What is going on with this clock? By the way, you can tip if you'd like so far, if you've really appreciated the excellent work, the great high quality professional stream I've pulled so far. You can do that. Nobody's going to stop you. Go to ko-fi.com and say thank you with your pocketbook. Speaker's Corner is this one. Speaker's Corner, add 5 minutes. That is the right clock. We're good. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. We got to go 4 minutes. Okay, good. We're set there. Oh, we are ready. Let's go to our first. Oops, now I got to jump back in here. This kicked me out of here. There. Crazy Doug in the house. Doug, we'll go to you in a second. Oh, Crazy Doug not in the house. Crazy Doug just quit. Oh. Steve. Beautiful. We got to go 4 minutes. Okay, good. We're set there. Oh, we are ready. Steve, go ahead and turn off the YouTube stream. That'd be great. You should be able to hear me here now. You should be able to hear me now. Crazy Doug in the house. Doug, maybe not. Maybe not. Steve, are you there?
Yes.
How are you, my friend?
I'm good. How are you?
I've started better, but it's still okay. We're all right. You are.
You want me to say something explosive?
Yes. Yeah, you read that. Thank you for reading my funny saying. Yes, say something explosive, please.
The entire Bible is about Kundalini yoga. All the parables are about Kundalini yoga and breathing exercises. And for the life of me, I don't understand how people out there don't understand this. The book of Revelations and the 7 seals are a metaphor for your spine and the 7 chakras. God told Moses to raise the serpent in the wilderness and stare at it, which basically means to sit with a straight spine and focus on the energy centers of the spine. All the parables that Jesus taught are about these exercises. For example, him feeding 5,000 people with 7 loaves of bread and 2 fish are about bringing the breath up the spine through the 2 energy channels, which are powered up by the 2 breath flows and the 7 energy centers of your spine. And he says, I am the bread of life. He is the energy that you create within you to open up the tree of life or the connection of the soul back to God. And I don't understand how the Jewish religion or Christian religion can't understand this or don't understand this.
What? Hold on. Why is my
the war or when Moses goes through the wilderness and he says, you have to kill every man, woman, and child of the various tribes. Those are basically an explanation for balancing the expanding and contracting energy, depending on whether the Holy Spirit or energy contained in the breath, which is also known as prana or chi, enters in through the right nostril, which makes the electric pole or powers up the electric pole and becomes expanding energy in the body. And the left nostril, which is the magnetic pole of the body, which is contracting energy. One powers up your digestive system, the rest and digest response, that's the contracting energy or the magnetic pole of the body. And the other powers up the electric system, which is the sympathetic nervous system or your fight and flight response.
Do you think
so literally
Would you say the
When
entire
Jesus
Bible is, or would you
follow
just
me
say?
and take up your cross, he is literally referring to you have to raise your tongue into the nasal pharynx and balance your breath flow, basically nadi shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. That's what Jesus taught. That's how you open up the 7 seals and basically raise the energy up until the third eye. And the parable of Jacob with Leah and Rachel basically represent the left and right hemisphere of the brain, and you take the breath up the 7 energy centers, and the 6th seal, which is the third eye or optic thalamus, is how you become a Christ. You have to open up your optic thalamus, which is why when Jesus opens up the 6th seal, the 12 tribes of Israel were purified by the light of God. The 12 tribes of Israel are not the sons and daughters of Jacob, Leah, and Rachel. They are the 12 pairs of cranial nerves that emanate from the left, Leah, and right, Rachel, hemispheres of the brain. And that's why Jacob had to wrestle at pineal gland before he could return to his father, which is a metaphor for God. Every single parable can be explained by exercises of Kundalini yoga, because that's what they represent, with the exception of the false apostle Paul's bullshit, which basically says, oh, you have to believe Jesus died for your sins. Paul was not a disciple of Jesus, and what he teaches directly contradicts all of the prophets of the Bible. And so Christianity has been hijacked. Judaism, they don't even understand scripture. I mean, they don't even understand the covenant, which the covenant is not about genital mutilation. It's about literally cutting the underneath part of the tongue so you can raise the tongue, Kuchari Mudra, up into the nasal pharynx and balance your breath flow.
Do you think, though, the entire Bible is for that, or are you saying that there's certain aspects of it?
The entire Bible. If you look at like the Sefer Yetzirah, in it is a diagram called the Sephirot, which is basically a bunch of circles and lines pointing to the various circles. If you look at that symbol, you can see that it is a symbol of Baddha Padmansana, which is a yoga posture. And if you read the Gospel of Thomas, Logos 22, it says right in it, Jesus says the way to the kingdom is you have to put your foot where your foot is and a hand where the hand is. And if you look at the yoga posture, Baddha Padmansana, which is full lotus with reaching around behind your back and grabbing your big toes with the opposite hands, that opens up your entire digestive tract so the expanding energy can meet with the contracting energy. It opens up the 5 sphincters in your digestive tract, and basically it balances out the polarity of the body, brings about a state of stillness where you return back to beingness, because your original state is being, and then individuality comes about through consciousness. And you instinctively know this. When you go to sleep at night, the soul disconnects from the mind in REM sleep. And that's the stillness. And then when you wake up, it takes a split second, and then your soul reconnects with the mind, and you start thinking, oh yeah, that's right, I'm an individual, I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm this age, I need to do this or that or whatever. And your whole history comes alive. But prior to that, you are pure beingness. And that's what a Christ is. A Christ, by opening up the 7 seals, or the tree of life, you transcend the tree of knowledge, or the soul's connection with the physical world. And so it brings about a state of stillness where you recognize, hey, I'm not the mind or body. And idol worship is not what people think it is.
30 seconds, okay? 30 seconds. And if you want to tell people where they can find
idol
more.
worship is taking yourself to be a body, because as long as you think you are a mind and body, time and space-based individual, you will desire the physical world or transitory sensations. And you are a sinner, because basically your whole existence is about feeling different frequencies of energy. But when you become a Christ, you return to being everything. So instead of just picking up the vibration of your body, whatever you focus on, you pick up that vibration. You recognize, hey, I'm everything. And that's why Jesus said, I am in the world, but I am not of the world. And Jesus was not an individual. He is literally what you become after you surrender individuality. And that is also why God changed Jacob's name to Israel, and why Moses, the individual, could not.
So where can people, if they want to hear more about this, where can they find it? Do you have a channel? Or somewhere where they can hear more?
I mean, if you go, or go on to YouTube and pull up the hidden teachings of Jesus, that's my video. But I mean, I don't promote it. I'm not looking to be a guru or teach anybody.
No, just maybe people are interested in hearing more about it.
Yeah, well, if they go on YouTube and pull up the hidden teachings of Jesus, they'll find the video that I made.
All right, thank you, Steve. Let's go with Tony Coriolis. Tony.
Yo.
What are you doing, my friend? How are you?
Doing good.
I need to put your music on there. There we go.
Okay, there it is.
There it is. Yeah, have no fear. I'll get there eventually. Don't worry.
All good.
All right.
Yeah, we got a meetup coming up. I'm taking a lift there in like 20, 30 minutes, so I wanted to call in quick.
You have a meetup?
I missed last month. My bad.
A flat meetup?
Yeah, on the 4th.
Nice. Who's going? Who's all be there? Tell them I said hello.
Okay, yeah, Will. So far, naming off people, there's going to be like Heather, and then Krista and Mark, who were just shouted out in Strange World on Tuesday. Cheryl's going.
Cheryl, what's up, Cheryl?
It's at Ken's house.
Yeah, Ken. So. Ken's nice to host it.
He is. He's got a very nice house. So, hey, I wanted to talk out.
I like your shirt, by the way. Awesome shirt.
Thank you. Other one. Yep. Boom. Glowbusters.
Amazing.
So, hey, I just wanted to talk out. You know how I mentioned the Farmer's Almanac, how it tells you the good days to cut your hair, bad days to cut your hair?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So, okay, it says cut your hair to encourage growth or cut your hair to discourage growth. And then if you look at all the different things it tells you for the moon, there are 3 things it tells you either to encourage growth or to discourage. So cutting your hair is one, and then mowing your lawn is another, and then pruning trees is another. Just kind of interesting, right?
Okay, I like it.
Okay, but then it's not all the same days. So, okay, for this month, for July, the new moon is coming up. It's tomorrow, is the new moon.
Okay.
It starts at 6:57 p.m. tomorrow.
The 5th. Okay? What is advantageous for us to do?
And then the full moon is the 21st at 6:17 a.m. is what it says. Okay. So then to cut your hair, between prune, mow, and cut your hair. First comes prune. At first, as the moon is going to full, it tells you it encourages growth if you cut it. Okay, so prune is 7th and 8th, and then cutting your hair is 12th, 13th. Mowing the lawn is 14th, 16th. Then we have the full moon, and then after that is to discourage hair growth or mowing your lawn or pruning. So I guess just thinking of it as like, I just figure just cut your hair before the moon goes full and you should be good, kind of.
Good to know. Now everybody knows when to cut your hair. Why does it sound like there's rats around you?
There's not. I told you lovebirds, and you interpreted that as just birds making love up in a tree, but it's like the little green birds.
They don't make love?
I guess they're called lovebirds, I guess.
Right, see, they make love. All right.
Yeah, we got a bunch of them. And yeah, eventually they do make love.
When is the big golf tournament down there?
That is February.
Oh, February. Okay.
Same week as the Parada del Sol they have out here. It's like my favorite week in town.
Better than March?
I mean, I'm not all that into spring training, you know. I just worked with Don and Charlie's for spring training.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's still the same way. That was by far the best looking women in the country I've ever seen. Repeatedly, year after year after year after year after year, without a doubt.
I just mean society itself, you know. I just...
You don't like them. Yeah, that was back in the day when I was asleep, which I missed. What's up, Newer para todos? Iru in the house. Iru Landucci. Una persona mejor de los rest of the Los Centes. Go ahead.
Hey, how much longer do I got?
140.
Okay. Something else I did want to talk about was like, just I guess a suggestion for you, because I would hate to say anything that would get a whole video taken down, but is there a chance that, like, as you said, on Glowbusters and stuff, trying to get some people to go into Rokfin, could you just do a Rokfin only, bring something that they don't want you to talk about, Speaker's Corner? I'd be down for that.
Sure, yeah, I think that I don't want to ever do that. I would be sad if I had 11 people watching. So that's why I don't really do that, but maybe I need to get over it and just do it, and then in time it will come along, you know?
Yeah, you know, I will participate. And then Richard B. with the hat, the $100
Yes.
bid
Is
on
the hat still here? It's up there. It's good.
Okay,
there.
good. Still there.
He has a $100 bid still?
Yeah, he said for 100, and I know that for Flattoberfest, me and him are staying at the same hotel, so I
Okay.
can do the handoff if needed or whatever.
If anybody wants to make a bid on the very awesome Scottsdale, Arizona hat signed by Tony Coriolis, you have to outbid $100. So don't forget that. All right, we'll find out if anybody. You can just type in "I bid 110" and then you'll be in the lead. What else new with you?
Okay.
What's your
not much.
woman situation?
My woman situation?
Yes.
Are you asking that because I did not hop in that single thing?
Possibly.
Women's situation is open. I got no one.
Okay. Just good to know. I think we might be able to find you somebody. You're a good guy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm available. And I did get one of those hats
Nice.
from THC Mike.
Speaker's
I know, right?
Corner. Wow, that's sweet.
I know. Yeah.
The app is
And
a
you can
little
make it say-
little iffy, but it works good.
Yeah, you can make it say anything. I like it.
You could even do like your own GIF. You can make like a cigarette smoking or like a bong smoking or something. If you feel like
You
sitting there
can.
for a while.
I tried to mess with that.
Mine didn't
I
come out
couldn't
very good. It
figure it
looked
out.
like a penis smoking rather than a cigarette
Oh,
side.
yeah.
And I went, nah.
I thought at first I was trying to do like a picture image to go across, and it looked terrible. I know I could take my time.
It takes
to do
time
it,
because you
but
got
I
to
had
use
yet
like
to
the
do it.
pixel boxes. It's not like a quick
Yeah.
thing. All right, Tony,
Yeah,
thank you
my
very much.
stubby
Is there
face.
anything else you'd like to tell the audience before we let you go?
I don't know. Probably is, but I can't remember it. So peace out, everyone. Happy 4th.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Coriolis on the 4th of July, what's better than that? Thank you, Tony.
No problem.
Coming up next, we've got Shane, my good man.
Yo.
Shane, you get to
Guys,
pick
what's up,
your
gang?
entrance song. What do you want? It's like wrestling.
I don't know. Can you write a full soliloquy on AI and then give me like a whole instrumental? No.
I cannot do that. Let's go with something simpler. I don't know. What do we feel like? What do I think of when I think of you? I think of really smart. I'll have to think about that one for a little while. We give you the Ric Flair entrance.
Nice.
Woo!
Nice. Yeah, that'll work. I'll take that.
You'll take that? All right.
Yeah,
Ladies and
that'll
gentlemen,
work.
the Nature Boy. Shane, how are you, my friend?
Fantastic, man. Actually, the last couple like months have been, I think, really productive for Flat Earth in general, and Youth Cause, specifically. I think it's been
You guys have been banging
really
it out.
fun.
Absolutely.
Really, really fun. So today, like, I think this is a really important one. I'm trying to hone it down because I started, as you might know, with like a 2-hour presentation, whittled it down to like a 40-minute video, and then now I think I've got it to like a 4-minute like brief lightning round of why the maps are curved and why they think all the maps project the globe, and it's like, well, no, I can assuage you of that in 4 minutes or less.
Okay.
And it's because none of the maps actually measure anything to do with the Earth. You guys ready?
I'm ready. I'm going to give you 5 minutes because I like you.
Nice.
But then I'm
All
going
right.
to kick you at the end, so go quick.
Depends if everyone votes out, though, right?
Yeah, let's go. Get your boots ready.
Can I present actually instead of using cam? Let's do that. Oh no, slides, share screen. Yeah.
By the way, Crypto Mooner in the chat, dumb as a bag of shit. See who else joins him. Anybody thinking I'm controlled opposition or something like that? After 9 years I've been doing this, and you guys just sit there in your little chat room and think you could just levy out accusations. Crypto Mooner, retarded as fuck. Go ahead.
Do you have screen share? Can I use that? Is that up?
You can use it. It's not up
For
yet,
like
though.
once.
Yes, where are you, Shane? Go ahead. You're on.
All right, cool. So we got what I call, and what all the ancients called, cosmography, right? Which is the combination of cartography and astronomy. So they separated them. They called them different. They're not. They're inextricably linked. Right now, if you were to Google, what do all maps project? As they so nicely put out on Twitter as a challenge to open globers, which they all miserably failed. It's the globe. They're always projecting the globe. It's not correct, right? This is what this Wikipedia article will tell you. The two-dimensional globe on the surface of a plane. But that's not correct. The very next statement is correct. In map projection, coordinates often expresses longitude, latitude of location of transformed coordinates on a plane. So that's the real answer, right? This is the gimme if you don't look any further answer. And if you look any further, you'll find out that, of course, it's always coordinate systems. Now, when it's kind of a tricky because, of course, it's going to be a curved spherical coordinate system, right? But you get geographic reticule, which is longitude, latitude. That's the only one you'll ever see. That's the only projection you'll ever get to play with. That's the only worldwide projection that gets projected into 2-in-1 various available map projections that we measure distances on, right? All the same reticule, all the same grid network. if you go a little bit further, right, and you see, looking, okay, what are projected coordinate systems? And we have longitude, latitude is not a projected coordinate system. That is the infrastructure of the coordinate system, right? So then we have projected coordinate system called planar. This is just basic from there. So it's going to show you that these are represents Earth on Cartesian coordinates. Cartesian coordinates are cool. We have no problem with those. We love Cartesian coordinates. They're just number lines in space. Use this thing. The only problem is these is just math unless you tie it to something real in the real world. And what they do is they base it on a datum, and all coordinate systems are based on a datum. Now, of course, for our datums, we have geodesic WGS84, WGS83, NAD17, NAD83, and these are all inherently spherical and spherical datums. And the spherical because they're based on angles to the stars. So the graticule that we're allowed to play with, essentially, right, it's inherently spherical because you have a horizon as the great bicyclic meridian, and that's the basis from which you take angles. Because you observe the sky in a hemisphere, and there's no way around this, like in either model, right? You observe the sky, it looks hemispherical. Then the coordinate system in which you observe Polaris, so the sun at specific latitude, is of course tied to the stars. So like if it's determined by where the sun is or what elevation Polaris is, then of course it's tied to the stars. And we have specifically the geographic graticule and the celestial sphere that we're going to tie together because there's a 1-for-1 relationship. They're almost equal. So back to the wiki page, when it specified must be tied to a datum, we went to all the datums are spherical, right? And if we look at how we look at the sky as a hemisphere, we know why it was called cosmography. There's a very real link between stars, maps, and land. For every single point on Earth, right? This is important. Every single point on Earth, there's an equivalent and unique point in the sky. That's crazy. It's a 1-for-1 matchup. So this is why celestial navigation could work. This is just essentially a different understanding and a roundabout definition of ground position, right? It's how you determine ground position is you use basic trig, you get angles to a star, gives you a GP, and then you calculate where you think the distance is. That's never measured on Earth, that's calculated, always calculated, right? And the place where that star would be the zenith of an observer gives you the ground position. So because every ground position has a unique reference point on the geographical Earth, which is again, the longitude, latitude, spherical coordinate system created from these angles to the stars. So it's comparing 1-for-1 sphere to sphere. There's a covariant transformation between these two coordinates still tied to the base coordinate system. And it's a lovely thing called the nautical mile, right? Covariant transformations, as our boy Alan will tell you, is prevalent in relativity. And when you're going between coordinate systems, you need to have a way to put it back and forth with no remainder. And the way that that's accomplished is the nautical mile, or shore. It doesn't matter what the shape of it is when you're looking at a star, taking an angle, and then making a calculation based on what that distance is. That distance is just 1 minute of 1 degree, which could be 1 degree equals 60 nautical miles. So 1/60th of 1/60th gets you essentially a unit of a circle, a measurement of your visible radius around you. You apply that to a coordinate system that gives you a distance that is then invariant between coordinate systems. So the power of nautical miles is that they're invariant between coordinate systems. They remain consistent. They are persistent because the way that you calculate them is based on the same angles to the star. Haversine, right? If you're using trig, sine, cosine, that means you're calculating a part of that triangle, whether it's hypotenuse, whether it's this side to get the ground position. It's all we haven't measured the Earth one time, guys, in this whole process, okay? No one's even looked at the Earth. Anyway, for navigation and mapping, using flat or spherical model now wouldn't matter because the outcomes aren't affected using properly adjusted coordinate transformations. So when you get down to it, it's inherently spherical. It's just we haven't measured the Earth, right? So distances like on the celestial sphere and the geographic graticule are identical. They're both geodesic distances between points on a sphere.
Do you think the only... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
That's it. That's pretty much it.
Well, I was going to ask, do you think that the only way that we would ever be able to prove this or get it back would be to see the GPS code?
Well, that would just show they're doing meridian corrections that they've then hid from us, we think, right? Because meridian corrections would show when they're trying to adjust to a coordinate system. Like when I first looked at geodetic surveying, man, it's tough. But if you went through that 900 pages on mctoon.net/se on American Archipelago, so many pages I can rattle them off by memory almost. He references this coordinate system, the grid longitude, the WGS84, curved spherical datums, correct. And at the end of it, it's like, what the hell do you even measure?
Right.
Nothing. You just corrected and got the same coordinate system that you started with. And
I wonder how they got so smart about doing this. It's like I was trying to talk to Ruhif the other day, And here's what he did. He take a flight that's being planned on the flight Reware 24. He took that plane flight, then said, oh, it matches the predicted time that the plane flew. But what he did is he actually took the data and then figured out how fast it was going, it added the jet streams. And I said, yeah, but of course it's going to match. The plane's not going to get to the end and give you the data and be like, oh shit, it says it went 10,000 miles, but it only went 7. No, it has to match. And he's like acting like it matched, so it's good. I'm like, no, he has down 55 mile per hour winds the whole flight. I'm like, there's 250 mile per hour winds. Where are they? Well, no, I just did it. I worked it out. It came out to exactly. Like, how did they not realize it's just? I said, Ruhif, what you're doing is you have found the cookies on Christmas morning, half eaten, and you've come and told me, Jaren, I've proven that Santa exists.
Yes,
I have the evidence.
Exactly. Yeah.
I have the evidence right here. It's like, yeah, they left that for you. You were supposed to find that. Anyway,
there's so many memes that's just like, corporate wants to find the difference between these two pictures, and it's like, the flat map and the gratitude, and I'm like, oh, well, they're the same. The joke is they're the same. So when you're trying to compare, and it's like the flight path argument was only ever proximity. It was proximity and placement, right?
Yeah. Because
of the nature of geometry, when you set out the arrangement of the globe on a flat plane, you notice that you have, when you go this way, then it's over closer to this city. When I was plotting on it, it was never the distances are different. those are the same distances, guys. It's obviously the same longitude, latitude, coordinate system, which comes back to the based on someone looked at the stars, got Polaris, took an angle, did some trig, got a distance out of that trig to its system. Like that's all that's ever been done. And again, we went through this, and I was like, all right, we're going to show you why all the maps aren't to do with the Earth, and all this process of cartography and mapping. When did we look at the Earth?
Right, because you have to know what you started with, because then from there you can project onto anything. So I mean, we don't know what the starting point was.
The other kicker is when they do look at the Earth and like geodetic surveying, they look at it specifically from the stars. They do this thing called astrogeodetics, which is another complicated deflection of the vertical, but they take a deflection angle from the palm and they put that specifically in a book to get corrected to later when they're doing celestial navigation called the Astronomical Almanac. Fantastic.
All right, tell people where they can find you. And if I say this, will you know what store it was? What store ran the blue light special? Just I'm looking behind you at the flashing blue light.
Dude, I don't know. I stole this from you.
Come on, blue light special. Think about it. You remember? Anybody in the chat? What store used to run the blue light special? They would actually have a blue light on an aisle flashing. You'd go to that aisle and there'd be something for sale. Somebody will get it. All right. Tell people where they can find you.
Video.place, ethercosmology.com. We got climate change presentation from Toby coming up on Tuesday, and the following Tuesday we got Ruhif coming in to do a presentation on the 16 emergency landings. Globe is welcome.
All right, thank you
All
much. Good. And the answer is by 76 mark. There you go. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it except for Shane. All right, Shane. Take it easy. Later. We've got Alan up next. Alan, welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up, big dog?
How are you?
Great, man. Great. Happy 4th of July.
Hey,
it's Thomas Jefferson's birthday.
Independence Day. I feel so independent right now. We're not slaves at all. Do whatever we want. Go wherever we want. Say what we want. Especially here on YouTube.
You know what? I forgot. It's Independence Day. I got to watch, what's it called? Independence Day with Will Smith. I watch it every year.
Do you? That's wow! What a exciting 4th of July at your house every year.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So I'm going to be getting to that later. So anyway, we just called in to share a little bit of a paper that I read from last night regarding light and how it appears to be propagating in a toroid or a helical fashion, depending on how you're measuring it. So.
Okay.
I'll pull up I'll pull up the.
I'm going to keep it at 4 minutes just because we've got a ton of people lining up, and I'm letting everybody go long as always.
Oh, for sure.
When you start,
right, cool. So
okay, go ahead. You got 4 minutes.
So, yeah. So this gentleman was measuring some wavelengths, right? And what he found was that this is a fringe pattern, right? Now, if you zoom in on this, you'll see that there's some black spots here, right? Like it gets a little darker color in here.
Okay.
Well, what he found was when you zoom in on here, there's a fractal of this fringe pattern inside of these little black spots. So it's just a little fractal within a fractal. So what he did was, so this is what it looks like using 2 different types of mirrors. So there's a thing called a phase conjugate mirror. And what that does is that reflects the light back in such a way that it preserves the wavefront in the same orientation that it was sent. So it's not the same as like a mirror sending it back and forth, because that's going to change the wavefront. You're going to get that exact orientation before it hit the reflection if you're using a phase conjugate mirror. So when he's using a phase conjugate mirror, he gets a cross section that looks like I think this one was the toroid. And then when he uses a regular mirror, he gets the helical pattern. So anyway, these are the measurements here. It's kind of hard to even tell what any of this is, but when he analyzes it and does the math on it and all that, he extrapolates that this is produced by a helix or a vortex, and it's dependent on the type of mirror used when you're measuring it. It's how it'll change. It's how it will change the wave. But yeah, it was super interesting. So I just wanted to share that. It appears to be like there's a little fractal of this, right? So what they can do with this is they can use this to measure relative velocity. And if you zoom in on these where it starts to get black, there's another one of these that does the exact same thing with the same proportional ratio. It's just smaller. It's on the micro level.
Turtles all the way down.
They have, dude, exactly. That's what Shane said. He goes, so it is toroids all the way down. And it's like, it always has been, man. It's crazy.
Yes.
Like, so like you can kind of think of cymatics when you see those patterns. That's a 2D cross section of a 3-dimensional shape, right? So what a fringe pattern is, what a diffraction pattern is, it's a cross section projected of the toroid, of a toroidal propagation. And then when you get smaller and smaller, it's literally the same thing all the way down, which is with the same proportional ratios, which is insane. And this is well within their accuracy to measure it. This one is on the micron level, and they can go even smaller than that. They have the Armstrong wavelengths, which is 10 times 10 to the minus 10, which is insane. So pretty interesting. So anyway, just wanted to share that. And like Shane said, you can catch us on, let's see, Friday will be Flat Earth Friday. And then, so definitely check that out.
And do you keep that open on your channel the whole show?
Yeah, I try to. Yep.
Okay.
And Shane also has been doing the same. So if mine goes down or whatever, his should be up.
Okay.
And then, let's see. And then Monday we'll be doing reading night. Then Tuesday, Toby will be presenting on climate change. And guys, the science is clear. I want that to be known. The science is clear, as Toby once said. And so look forward to that. And then we'll be doing a Twitter space on the following Thursday. And then we'll just repeat that cycle. So
sweet. Shout out to the Ether Boys. Tell people where they can support you at Ko-fi. I'm a supporter. Don't know if you checked that list.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you, man. I much appreciated. Ko-fi/space audits, space_audits.
Beautiful. All right. We're going to let you go.
Peace.
Up next, we've got a Dodger fan. So can we get a loud boo from the audience, please? A boo. Boo! Boo from, what is that? Princess Bride. I don't know if I have that one. Do I? Boo hiss, or is it this one? Boo! There we go.
Boo!
Harmon, welcome to the show.
Stupid Dodgers, man. No, how you doing today?
Good. Didn't I already talk to you?
Hey.
Just checking.
Yeah, we talked earlier. It's like,
okay. Sure.
I don't know, deja vu in the Matrix is a bad sign. It's a glitch. Or glitching.
Matrix. Okay, go ahead. You have 4 minutes.
Do I?
3
I'll
minutes.
tell you when to start the clock.
3:56, 3:55.
Tell them about our helium balloon experiment today.
It is true. We had a helium balloon experiment because I said, I think helium explodes as well. And he said, no, I think that's hydrogen. I said, well, look on the internet. You'll see that there's balloons exploding with helium and they make a fireball. So we watched a couple of those videos and then said, but it could be hydrogen in there. So he went and bought 2 helium balloons and I watched him light them on fire and they did nothing. So helium is not combustible. Go ahead.
That's not flammable. Anyway, and after that, the one you were showing me, I don't think you ever read the comments. Every comment's telling them that's not helium. That's not helium. Every comment.
I usually don't read comments. I'm not a comment fan.
Yeah, I know. I could tell after I went and bought the damn balloons.
Oh yeah, that really puts you out. What was that? $1.99 each.
$1.50.
Okay, $1.50.
Okay, I was thinking. We talked about, and I was going to try to see if the chat can understand what I'm going to say. The clouds weigh, like the average cumulus cloud, they say weighs 1.1 million pounds. And If people follow me at all, I know Justin Johnson has. I always like to try to figure out what we still believe that's the heliocentric model, that we just accept it. Well, all those weights come from the heliocentric model. And our common sense, a cloud weighing that much, well, how many elephants was it? Like 96 standard elephants weighing 12,000 pounds apiece?
Yeah, 96 elephants.
Yeah, be standing in the air. So I was thinking, because Melodome got me thinking, because I said, well, how? Because he thinks he's on the side that thinks the moon's solid, and I go, how does a rock stay in the air? Well, he goes, clouds do, and I going, Then I started thinking, you know what? All my life, always thinking, how do those clouds stay up there? What is it? Some kind of magic? And then, of course, we got some people say it's electrostatics and stuff. I came up with the idea that the clouds, even when they become dark and stuff, because Austin Thompson said that, like in Florida, when the rain comes down on a solid little cloud, it's just like a sheet of rain. You can't even see through it. So, but I've watched Cessna airplanes fly through these clouds, even the dark ones that rain. And if there's that much water in it, it'd be like you're hitting a bank of water instead of just flying through that. So I started thinking, I'm thinking that the clouds aren't really full of water. The darker they get, and eventually whatever happens, some chemical reaction that nature does within the cloud starts forming water, and it comes rain, because we know water can't stand in the air. It comes down. You throw water up in the air, it comes down. It just always does. It's too heavy, just water droplets. So I think the clouds don't have this bunch of water in them. I think that when they get the lightning and all the other stuff in it, and when it starts raining, I think it creates the rain right then. It's getting darker. Oh, it's going to rain. It's going to rain. Doesn't mean there's all that big bank of water. It's going to come running out. No, I think it happens as a reaction somehow. Help me on that a little bit if you can help me on that, Jaron. Jaron.
No, I think it's good. You only have 25 seconds more. You can kind of finish it off, but I think it's something that people need to think about and explore, because I also agree that it's the clouds being full of water never made much sense. And what did it say? 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer was 1.1 million pounds, which we figured out was 92 elephants in a 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer square cloud, which seems a little bit far-fetched.
And then I said I saw Cessna airplanes fly through them. I watch them, this little airport we come from here, and they'll fly through these clouds all the time and not have no problem. If there's that much water, and especially the dark thunder clouds, you would hit a bank of water in your airplane instead of that mist you have when you fly through it. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say.
All right. Thank you very much, Harmon. We appreciate you being here, and we appreciate your intelligence and waking us up and slapping across the face when we believe in things like immune systems and helium gas in the sky. Thank you. We've got RG the Artist, RG Artisto. Welcome.
What's good, my friend?
Oh, everything's good. No complaints.
Good, man. Welcome to my talk show. I'm glad you're here, Jaron.
I'm happy to be here.
You're making a big change, brother.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Man, we couldn't do it without you, man.
No, thank you.
Happy 4th, my friend.
Yes.
But what's on the menu for you? No one asks you questions.
Yeah, I know. That's what do you mean? What's on the menu for me? We just are getting shit done. Yeah, enjoying the summer. It's so hot here. It's ridiculously hot. I can't even see straight sometimes. I haven't worn pants in a long time, and I'm not planning on it. It's just too hot. It's just well, you know who beats me? Harmon beats me. Harmon has me beat. If you guys can see that, maybe you need a little bigger screen. Look at this temperatures here. We've got get down there. What does that say? 109 currently. Wait, where's current?
Man.
Yeah, 109 right now. And then coming up this week, we're going to have 109, 109, 112, 112, 106, 105, 104, 106, 108, 108. Not bad. It's basically
not bad.
I look outside every once in a while and I think I'm going to see Satan walking by, but I haven't seen him yet.
Hey, look, if you do, man, pull him aside and Tell him to cut
Oh,
his fucking trace out,
Jesus
man.
Christ,
Cut
I
out,
mean,
cut out the
chill.
bullshit. Tell him to chill. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell him
Yeah.
if I get old. I'm
No, I
sorry that I
just
didn't
wanted
see
to
it.
call in, bro. Hey, all right. I just wanted to kind of give everyone a heads up. I'm going to try and do my own streaming platform here soon.
Your own
you know, I
streaming
have
platform, like
ideas
your own
about
website?
yeah, like a website or like you're doing. You know,
Oh, you mean your own
just a little
show?
show and
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah. And try to just speak with people about their journey and stuff like that.
I like it. Gotta love
I
that.
don't have a set basis about exactly what I want to do yet, but I want to experiment a little bit, and
Okay.
come up with something.
If you need any help, I
and,
do consultations for that. We helped
Yeah, I wanted
THC.
to
get
ask
started.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead.
like give some pointers.
Okay, we can do that. Yeah, for sure. I helped
So
the Tinfoil
oh, go ahead.
Sombrero podcast get going, and gonna help the next
Okay.
person maybe get going. So I've got a lot of people I'm helping.
Awesome, bro. Yeah, I'll get a little more info from you on the VIP thing, but
Okay.
I just want to ask, like, your when you started out, kind of, did anyone give you tips, or did you just jump in it by yourself and
No.
figure it out?
Luckily, I got in at the right time. When I got in, there was no such thing as live streaming on YouTube. That's how long it was. I'm an old OG. So we just had to make videos
Okay.
back then. And then when live streaming came out, everybody was kind of learning together. It started out with doing Google Hangouts, which were a nightmare, and people could swipe chats. And, because basically if you showed it on the screen, somebody could just write down the code and then come in and show porn on your stream, and then you get shut down. So anyway, it was a learning
no.
curve, but at least it wasn't like, now that people are established and know what they're doing, then they come in and they're kind of lost. Whereas we all were learning at the same time back, and that was probably 6-7 years ago at this point. So no,
Yeah.
I just learned as I went.
Well,
So anyway, I
Yeah.
look forward to seeing more
Well, you're
shows,
doing
more
good, man.
more conversations. We need more. So there's some people
Yeah,
out there
that's why
that
I kind of want to get in it, man.
well, good. If I ever disagree with you, or I say, hey, some of your research was bad, it does not mean to go on your show and then say I'm controlled opposition. Just so you know, because there's people who
Oh,
can't
no.
even take any
No.
criticism at all. One bit of criticism, and I'm controlled opposition because I don't believe the same thing they do. Can you imagine? Crazy. All right, thank you, RG.
Man,
Talk
what
to you
a
soon.
world. What a world.
And I'll see you
Oh,
Saturday, right?
one more thing.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes. Where should I go for now to get a little more info about how to get in touch with you and when you're available? Like a calendar? You have a calendar?
So you're a VIP, right? VIPs, just reach out to me on Telegram because you get a half price consultations, and so I'll just give you a link, and then you can do that there, and then it goes to my scheduling place where you can schedule.
All right. Last question.
Yes.
I'm getting an Asus gaming laptop, or they call it a gaming laptop, but it's like a tough book, and
Okay.
it's got a lot of RAM, a lot of memory and stuff. Would that be good enough to start with? Like,
It depends on the graphics
to
card.
do OBS and stuff like that?
What's the graphics card? Do you know?
Okay, I'm gonna give you that info. I'll send you that info. Okay, bud.
Yeah, get that.
All right,
That's
man.
the most
Thank
important.
you, buddy.
You need to
happy
get your
Fourth.
microphone fixed, so that's number one. Better microphone.
Okay. All right.
Bye. Later, we've got Sarah in the house. Sarah, thank you for bringing some
Thank
feminine
you.
energy around here. How are you?
I try.
Thank you. Yes, you do well. What's
Can you
new?
hear? You can hear me?
You are loud and clear.
Okay. I'm drinking my butterfly pea water.
Butterfly tea water?
Pea.
Oh, pea. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Butterfly pea. It's
Wow.
good.
Wow. Did you have to hand milk that?
Yeah.
That would have been interesting to watch.
It's super good though.
Okay. Well,
It's like a Gatorade, but like not a poisonous one.
yes. Don't drink Gatorade, please.
Yeah, no.
Just butterfly flower.
Yeah, it's just butterfly. So it's butterfly pea flower.
Okay.
It like turns your water like bright blue. And if you
Well.
put lemon in it, it turns it purple.
All right.
So it's pretty cool. It's pretty good though. It's like, very refreshing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're going to be teaching people soon, we hope, right? All these fantastic health tricks.
Yes.
Is that the plan? Excellent.
Yes, that's the plan. Yep.
Very excited
sure.
about that. Good.
Yeah.
So what else we got for us today? How's the kids?
They're good.
Good. All right.
They're hanging out.
You didn't lose them or anything. You know where they're at. You have their
Yeah,
location?
they all had like little colds this week. So
Oh no. Okay,
yeah,
awesome.
all of them. Well, no, not June, not the littlest.
Okay. Maybe
But
they
we'll
maybe
see,
they were
but
doing
it's
it all at the
weird.
same time to kind of get that season change.
Yeah,
That's
it's
good.
weird. They don't get sick, obviously. They really don't. But my daughter was sick for like one day, and then Griffin, he was sick for a couple of days. I wouldn't say like sick, but they didn't feel good,
Mm-hmm.
So, and Grady, my son, he's definitely doesn't feel good because he was like sleeping earlier and stuff. I'm like, what the hell's going on in here?
Lucky kid. Oh, no, I was kidding.
He's always like right up my tail. He's 15 too.
Yeah, then he definitely
He's a
doesn't feel
good
good.
They're good kids. They really are. But my daughter June, right before we went on vacation a couple weeks ago, and she ate banana bread, and she went to sleep, and she woke up at 4:00 in the morning. She was screaming, crying, like screaming, like somebody cut her head off or something.
No, what happened?
Yeah.
She was just projectile throwing up for like 5 hours straight.
Wow, we just had
It was awful.
somebody, Upside Down guy, donated 20 memberships. Upside Down guy,
Oh.
you are the man. Appreciate that.
I love
Yes.
the Upside Down.
Yeah, Grant
He's-
loves him.
He's hilarious. He's I've talked to him many
He
late
is.
nights where I have to basically tell him, you're not fun to talk to when you're this drunk. It's usually what, because I don't drink,
Neither
so
was
I
I.
kind of have a hard time talking to people when they're drunk. I just want to hang up on them.
Oh, I can relate to that for sure.
Yeah, you're not, because you think you're real fun when you're drunk. You're like talking to people like, oh, I bet they
Oh,
love
my
talking to
God.
me. It's like, no, we don't. We don't.
You have no idea how fun I thought I was.
In your own head,
And
I'm
I
sure you're
wasn't.
quite fun. Yes. Taking
It
Back
was-
Eden
it
says
was so
Sarah's
good.
awesome. By the way, just letting you know that.
Oh, thank you. It was I thought I was the funnest, like the life of the party, but now I can't. My mom, when we went on vacation, I went out with my mom. They got a cocktail, they say, but they like drink,
Right,
so
like
much.
6 of
They
them,
act like
right.
it's like one drink. But I went to the bar with them, and I was like, oh, like it smelled so bad.
Ugh.
It was
Some of the
it was nasty.
the bartenders would know Sarah, and we'd go in and
Yeah.
they'd be like, you
No.
can't.
She
We're
no.
not serving her.
I was like totally banned from every bar in one island in Sea Isle City in New Jersey. There's only like 3 or 4 bars, but I was not allowed in any of them. And I'm not kidding either.
They knew.
My
it was
dad
up.
was like, "You're going home," because I came and visited from Florida, and then I got kicked out of every single bar, and then he sent me home on the airplane, like maybe a day later or something.
Wow, that was nice of him.
I was a terrible alcoholic. It was really bad.
I think everybody's a terrible alcoholic, really. I don't know if very many people do well on that, but maybe they do. I haven't met a lot of
We used to
good
think it was
drunks.
weird when people didn't drink, right?
Yeah,
Like,
we
they're
used to
fucking
think
weird,
people
like-
were so weird that didn't drink. Now we're the weird ones, though. People definitely think we're weird.
I was watching a
but it's
video the other
okay.
day about some girl saying that that's the worst thing about dating. She doesn't drink, and she says every
Oh.
guy that she goes to talk to, they're always like, "Can I buy you a drink?" And she's like, "I don't drink." And they're like, "Well, for how long?" She's like, "Never." They're like, "Well,
That's how I was. I
when
was
are you
like,
gonna
what do
drink
mean?
again?" She's like, "Never." And the guy's like, "Okay,
No.
well, I guess I'll think of somebody else." She's like, "Well, you could take me out to dinner or something. It doesn't have to be a drink." But that's
You
all the
could
guys
you
want.
could talk.
Me and my friend John would be like, we don't trust him. He doesn't drink.
Yeah, yeah.
I can see
was
that.
like that with my friends.
Just so
It was
people know, I'm going to be
terrible.
putting in the chat here some links. These links are to the Roseanne Barr podcast with Dave, and he would appreciate if you guys would go in and not during the show, but later, go in and help the chats out. Would you? Somebody else get another gifted member? Oh man, I'm looking.
Is it on now?
It's they just uploaded it, so I'm putting that
Oh, okay.
links in the chat. That's the YouTube
Oh.
link, and then I'm going to put a Rumble and a Facebook link. Oh, Dave's talking to me here. What is that? What does he do? That was weird. Okay, we got that YouTube link is there. What's that noise?
There's been like fireworks all day
Oh, of
around
course,
here.
of
We can't
course.
see them.
Of course. You know what's funny is that they always run out like before it's dark, We hear them
I
all
said
day,
that to
and
Grant.
then at like 8:30, they're just done, and it's like
I
now it's
said
over.
that to Grant.
Yeah.
I'm like, isn't that kind of like weird, like a waste? He's like, yeah, you think so?
They just can't help themselves. They're like, I got this in my hand. I got to light it off.
Oh my God. Grant, I was going to say, Grant loved to light stuff. We used to blow up a watermelon every year at our friend's house on 4th of July. What did we put in there?
Yeah,
a
my
quarter
friend would
stick
get,
of
like, quarter
dynamite.
sticks and, yeah, like a whole bunch of them.
The watermelon would like completely explode. But it was so cool.
But you still have both hands, right?
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
I
All right.
know.
No, we had
All fingers?
One of my roommates had like a Jack Russell, and one of my friends threw it, and then the dog ran after it.
Oh no!
And it blew up like 4 feet. Like I was like, dude, my heart stopped. I'm like, I thought I was gonna watch like a dog get blown up, and I was like, and it blew up before he got there, and I was like, dude, you're so like such an idiot. Like,
the dog deserved,
because we knew like he knew like the dog like chased everything.
But that dog deserved to get blown.
Yeah.
up. It would bite you and shit.
Yeah, it would bite like car tires. I was starting.
It would bite your car tires?
As soon as it started, and like the blade starts spinning, it attacked the blade like with its mouth and like got cuts on, like it was crazy.
Okay, he deserved to get ran over. Yeah, if you go after the lawnmower, that's time right. All right, I gotta let you go. Right. Any final words? Anything you want to get?
No. Have a great rest of your day.
Thanks for calling in. Appreciate it. Later.
Yeah.
Sergio G. What does the G stand for? That is the question.
Hey, can you hear me?
I hear you, Sergio.
Hey, German. I'm reaching out from Russia.
Hello, Russia. How are you?
Yes, we fine. We are at heat wave.
It's hot there too?
Yes, 100 degrees.
Are you decimating the Ukraine?
A tricky question. So, I wanted to thank you for all you did for me. I've been listening for you for like 7 years now. And you've helped me to make money, a lot of money.
How to do that?
Well, in the beginning of 2020, you guys was having a podcast with David Weiss and mentioning XRP. And I was not sure what XRP was that. And I was investigating that and put some money into it. And I've made a lot of money from that.
Very nice. Well, congratulations.
Yeah. And then because of you, I was learning Bitcoin and invested some money to Bitcoin.
Around what year? What year did you do that?
Say it again.
What year did you do that?
2021, something like that.
So yeah, that's when it was down in the 30s, probably.
Yeah. And I bought some Bitcoin and then like lost some money on the Bitcoin because I bought it for like 16,000 that year, sold it for 14,000, and then I realized something that it's gonna grow up, it's gonna grow, and I bought it for 20,000. Now it's 60,000.
Yeah. So
thank you for another, I don't know, like $200,000.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Hope you do something good with it.
Yeah, all thank for you, and I'm personally thanking you for being like a priest for me, because you are so clever, so wise, so spiritual. Not only on a religion, but on other things. I'm learning a lot from you. So I want to thank you for that, for being. There is a little personalities on web, on YouTube, but you, for me, the like one of the top ones that I'm learning from.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. It's nice to hear.
Well, this answer is like butter to my heart,
Well, it's been like the last week or 2 weeks has just been shill, controlled opposition, that whole thing. So it's nice to hear that some people are still getting some good from it.
Well, considering Russia, we're listening you here and like myself and learning a lot from you. But I wanted to ask you about your Antarctica trip. I think you should go there, and if you find 24-hour sun, I will be on your side, man. Because I live in Russia. This is a northern country.
Right.
Right now, it's we are north, and I don't see black sky right now because it's the north.
Right. What did you know your latitude?
I'm not good with numbers. I mean, if you spoke Russian, I can tell you in Russian, but English is not my first language.
Well, the whether you're at 90 degrees would be at the pole, and then you work your way to the equator would be 0.
Well, Moscow region, it's probably like I don't know, maybe San Francisco, maybe
probably a little bit more north of that, I would think. But
yeah, maybe north, yeah.
And then and so you're saying that the sun kind of comes around and you don't get full darkness because the sun's still skirting.
Yes. Right now it's the nighttime, and we're already in sunrise. I went an hour ago to see, and I didn't see black sky. So I believe that sun is circling. How do you say it? Circles around north, definitely. But if you go to Antarctica, for me, it's gonna be like a huge argument about like if it even happens there.
Yes. No, I mean, all you can do is
there's lots of Russian explorers who went to Antarctica, and they say it's like a 6 months black sky and 6 months white sky. I don't believe that personally,
Yeah, it just wouldn't make a lot of sense if that's the case.
If you go there, or if Witsit go there, one of you guys, which I trust, go there, and if you will show us.
Yeah, that's the great thing. Is showing it should be easy. By the way, San Francisco is 37 degrees north. You're at 55, so you're quite a bit.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I said San Francisco is 37 degrees north. You're at 55, so you're quite a bit more north.
Hello.
Test 1. Do you hear me? We're gonna let Sergio go because I don't know what happened to him. He doesn't hear me. How about Ruhif in the house, Mr. Geometry himself? Geometry.
The king.
What's up?
Been copping a bit of shade in the chat earlier.
Who, me?
Hang on.
Or you?
Turn the camera off 1 sec. There you go. Sorry.
Oh, we don't get to see you?
All right. Yeah, chicken. Just relax. All right. Camera's off. All right. So I'm going to share screen. Where's the share screen?
I don't know.
Share screen.
1, 2, 3. Sergio, we'll come back to you in case you want to talk.
No.
We got 4 minutes on the clock when you're ready.
All right. Can you see my screen?
The Ruhif screen, we do see it. Go ahead.
Say again, can you?
We see it.
Excellent. Okay. So this is the wind from the 26th of June.
No.
Hang on. Give me 1 sec.
Yes.
1 sec.
I'll come back to you. We've got
cool.
Sacred Knowledge in the house. Sacred, welcome back. We haven't seen you in forever. Oops, hold on a second. I need to remove Ruhif here. Now we'll get it. Sacred Knowledge, you're here. You're off.
Yo.
Oh, long time
Can you
no
hear
see.
me?
How are you? Are you going to call me a bunch of names again? Don't call me a bunch of names. Nobody wants to hear it.
No, man. What are you talking shit for already? What's going on?
Another day, another dollar. What's up, my
How you
friend?
been?
I've been good. I've been here.
All right, man. Long time. I know. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, I had no hard feelings. I want to tell you too that debate sucked, and I didn't really even want to debate. That was the whole thing. I was trying to sneak in a presentation, and she really wanted to come in. She came in hot, and I just, I couldn't hear myself too. Like I couldn't. So the whole thing was fucked. You know what I mean? It was 2 against 1. You weren't supposed to be debating me.
That's true. No, it's true. And actually, I'm a lot further along with that as far as that topic goes. Anyway, I mean, as far as the old world and some sort of mud flood or some sort, I believe in that. So the pockets of survival and things like, it gets a little bit convoluted because I don't think a lot of that stuff can be proven, but it's still good to look at and to conjecture.
Yeah. No, it gets pretty wild once all you got to do is look into it, and the evidence blows your mind. You won't get to the conclusions that I got to yet, but you're going to see that we're definitely living on ruins, and we don't know it, but you won't get to the conclusion. But maybe when you start looking at the Grand Canyon, it'll become a little bit easier to fathom this unfathomable first world, the Eden. It was Eden, But I wanted to talk about it more like on a serious level and not be yelling and screaming about it. But I'm sure, I hope that you have seen more and that people, saw it. But yeah, it's definitely hard to see. I think that it's very censored. Like there's a censor on that subject. I don't know if you realize that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Earth.
Yeah, for sure. I've seen them. They basically hide the whole Tartaria stuff. So definitely.
Yeah, especially when I know Tartaria, especially when you get to the melted buildings. If you're talking about tree stumps, that they were tree stumps, they'll leave you alone. They got big, huge groups on that one, but because everyone thinks of tree stumps, and that's cool theory, but it's not as damning as this. Like this is more crazy. Like once you realize, wait. If there were tree stumps, there would be like remains of more trees falling over all over the place. There would be like a real forest somewhere or something, not just one stump. And where's the rest of it? So it's not a very good theory. That's why they let it propagate. But this one, when you see some of the ruins, you're like, okay, something weird is going on. You start to put it together. And,
okay, 2 minutes.
I believe that. Oh yeah. Okay. So anyway, what was I going to tell you? How's the flat Earth doing? Has it got it back to the globe yet, right?
Has it what?
Has it gone back to the globe yet? Has it?
No, it has not. No.
No, I'm just kidding. I know I haven't been around the flat Earth dealing with it lately, but I'm just interested in what's going on, and I did want to talk to you real quick about the debate. I wanted to like bring more, like I know we talked about maybe doing a presentation and stuff,
right?
But if you're ever interested in me showing more of my evidence, because I got some really, really good evidence, and it'll be a lot better than yelling and screaming, like I don't really want to argue with anybody.
Nobody does. Yeah, we don't like that.
Yeah. So if you want to see some cool evidence, so I'm down to show it one day, maybe next time. I don't know if you're still down, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I got crazy shit. The Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon's old. We got stuff like I just saw when it's a half castle, half rock. Then you can tell that it used to be the whole thing was a castle. I just found one today on Facebook. The evidence is endless, and there's no explanation. Why is it half rock, half castle? Erosion. Yeah, no. We got something really weird going on here. So mountains are melted buildings. People go to the Tartarian meltdown. Look at the subject. Look at that channel. Start there. There's a lot of channels. All mountains are melted buildings on Facebook. And it's a really interesting subject because we used to be like a lot more than we are now. The Matrix sucks balls.
The Matrix does suck balls. No, definitely there was probably giants. They're the ones who were responsible for building a lot of that stuff, I think.
Yeah.
So we shall see
exactly
as more evidence comes to light. Anything you got to say? We got 17 seconds.
Keep doing what you're doing, brother, and I appreciate you, all right?
Much love. Peace.
One love.
All right. We've got Ruhif coming back. We'll see. Ruhif, you're back. Whoops. We got to add you and your screen share. No? Okay, we're pulling them off. Let's go with Plain Reality.
Yo, how you doing?
Good, you?
Yeah, very well.
Awesome. Nice to have you.
Yeah, thanks, man. Hey, I was with Alan's. Just think, so with everything being toroids, like is God literally a toroid?
Is God a toroid?
Yeah, like, I mean, is he represented within a toroid? I mean,
could be.
The toroid is in every single part of
everything,
this existence we're in. Makes up everything to do with us. Seems like it could be everything.
Yes, it's
anyway, I want to.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to present screen.
Okay, I gave you 5 minutes. So you're gonna have 4 minutes by the time you get the screen up.
Share screen. Share screen. Easiest one.
Upside down guy in line here. That's great. I got to thank him for this huge donation. You see where it says present.
I don't know what's going on.
By the way, did I see Eric? Did you say that all my good friends secretly hate me? That's not true. They all openly hate me. So
can you see my screen?
Yes, we can now. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, awesome. All right. So see this. This is a jetty.
No. We're looking at your YouTube page.
Are you looking at my YouTube page? What the hell?
You might have shared. You might have shared a tab or something rather than an entire screen.
Shit.
I'm gonna get the clock
How do I
in 4
get out of
minutes
that?
for you. By the way, guys, while he's doing that, let me close this and you can try again. There you go.
Okay,
If you want to be cool, which is not easy to do, but I have a way for you to be cool if you want to do that, is to join the Jeranism VIP club. We would love to have you. And what will you get with that? Well, number one, you're going to get twice a month, the first Saturday and the third Saturday of the month, we do the VIP hangouts where you get to hang out with all of us. There's a bunch of us. And then also we have a member of the community with us. So we had Dave Weiss at first. We had Rose 777 the second time. We had Austin Witsit the third time. We had Conspiracy Music Guru the fourth time. And on Saturday, this coming Saturday at 12 noon Pacific, we've got Patricia and Mark Sargent. So if you want to join the fun, even if you don't like those two or you like those two a lot, hey, join and you'll see, what do we have? This is coming the first. So then we got another 2 weeks and we'll have another guest. So you also get to come to the Friday night crypto classes. You also get a private Telegram group. You get a private crypto Telegram group, and you get all my videos and all my audios uploaded the day after I do a show on Telegram. Very easy. There's a singles group on Telegram as well, private singles chat where people are posting, guys are posting their pictures and what they are looking for, and then girls are responding. So join that if you want. It's at wap.com/Jeranism. Let's get back to Le Show. All right. You ready now?
Yeah, man, you got me. Can you see?
Yes.
Can you
Now
see
we
this?
yes, we see the jetty. Go ahead. I got 4 minutes.
Okay, cool. So this is a jetty down at Brighton. It's 8 miles away from me.
Okay.
Okay. So this one here, I've been sort of getting into this on Twitter because I started sharing this screen. Now, can you see this tower in the background? See
Yes.
my mouse here? See the tower there? So that is the same tower as this.
Okay.
This is only 8 miles away. This little circle here, this buoy, is 4 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm at 20 feet observer height. Now we've got 20 feet missing here on this day. You see how we see this little umbrella section here, and then we go over here, and we see the little umbrella section up here. Okay.
Okay.
So I was dropping this to a bunch of Globers, going, "Oh, what's going on? How come this we can't see this jetty back here?" Now many of them went into a spiral, and they wouldn't even answer me. So then I decided I'll share this first. And I'm like, hey, what's going on with this boat? Because we've all seen this, right? What's going on? Where's the bottom of the boat? And they would all go, pretty much, well, it's below the curvature of the Earth. So then I go, okay, cool. So what's going on with this jetty? How come we can't see the jetty? Ooh, instant spiral. Let's not answer that one. But some would say it. Some would say, okay, yeah, that's the curve of the Earth. And I'd go, oh, fantastic. Eventually work my way down to here and go, well, here's the same thing. Now we see the entire jetty. We see the beach all the way down.
That's from the
here.
same observer location.
Exactly same observer location, just a different day, right? So what this is showing you is that when we see a horizon, everything in the distance beyond that horizon will drop.
Okay.
It's just a mechanism of the horizon, right?
So you think the horizon itself is what's causing the things behind it to drop? No. Right, it's just that's on a level plane going across from you, but the horizon's coming closer to you, further away, causing things to appear to drop. Right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Because the horizon is at eye level, always.
Okay.
Now the Globers fight that because they want to go, oh, it's slightly lower, whatever. Who cares? When you're looking with your eyes, it's at eye level. If you get a man-made device, yeah, sure, we can go, oh, look, it's a little bit lower.
Right.
But you can't detect that, right? So now from here, this is where I got the idea that now look at the buoy. See how the buoy is lower than the horizon? Because the horizon is pretty much here. The horizon would be at 8 miles approximately, which is right here.
Okay.
These birds are sitting on a rock or some kind of like little coral type thing, which is just near this jetty. So we have a horizon that's approximately 8 miles away now, and see how the buoy itself is now lower.
Yes.
So then I started thinking, okay, well, what's going on here? And I'm sure you've noticed this before, but let's just say if you're a 6-foot observer, 3 miles away is the horizon, you go another 3 miles, so you go 6 miles, you double that distance, and you now have a 6-foot drop. right?
Yeah.
So this is pretty much what we see here. I'm 20 feet up. We have 4 mile horizon. 4 miles beyond that, we have approximately 20 feet missing. Now, this is not reality. I mean, it's reality in the sense that that's what we're seeing on this day. But this is the general thing that I would see most of the time.
So it's not Earth curve.
So it's clearly not Earth curve, right? So then that got me thinking, okay, well, what's going on here? So I had a look, and pretty much if, let's say you're 140 feet elevation, the horizon's about 14.5 miles. And if you double that distance, you will now have 140 feet of hidden. So now imagine if you and I are that double the distance away, and we're at 140 feet. We're both sitting on a port, and like I say, we're on a building right next to a shipping port, and we have a 140-foot container ship, tall container ship, sitting right next to us. Now, as that ship goes away from me, what I will see is it slowly rise up to my eye level. It'll get to the horizon. What you will see is you will see it rising in your vision. You will see it come up from the chimney thing, whatever it would be,
right,
or whatever they've got there. You know, you'll see it come up and up and up. You'll see containers. It'll get higher and higher and higher until it gets to the horizon. And because you're at 140 feet and it's about 140 feet tall, by the time it gets to you, you will be above it. It will drop in your vision. I will see it go up and then drop. You will also see the same thing. So what we're actually witnessing when we're witnessing something come up and over the curve, what is called the curve, has nothing to do with the curve. It's literally what we've been saying the entire time. It is perspective.
Right.
Because if I'm watching it from when I'm 140 feet up, it is below me. When it reaches the horizon, it's going to appear to be at my eye level.
Right, and then
So
it's got to go
going
down
appear
from
to
there.
right.
Wow.
And then when it gets to the horizon, you've watched it come up to the horizon.
Of course it's got to go down.
And
Why have I
then
never
when
thought about that?
Yeah, and then when it gets to you, it's going to drop down to you. So all we're seeing is this up and down motion, and it's happening at all points. So if we now raise ourselves to say 300 feet, and you're at 300 feet, we'll just, whatever the horizon is, according to the actual geometric horizon.
Right, because a flat plane wouldn't work at that point because it would be, it rose way too high from there. You know, from
Right,
where
and
the
this is
flat
what
plane
we
would be at
don't
the beach level.
Yeah, and we don't see in this orthographic side-on view that everyone keeps. This is he's going to love this one, Mr. Sly Sparkane, the king of flat Earth, who just proved flat Earth with this for me. Because here's another quick one, right? So that's
Is Sly Sparkane still around?
Oh, he's still around on Twitter, man. He's hardcore.
Oh.
He's such a troll. It shits me to tears.
Okay, 1 minute. We got 1 minute. We got people behind you. Sorry, give you 1 minute.
All right, cool. So that's pretty much what's going on. That's why we're seeing this, like, dropping. So it literally is convergence as it goes away from us, and divergence as it hits the horizon. And for you, it's basically doing the same thing, right? So I think we really need to get this out to people, because this is really what's going on. Now here, Sly, can we see this? Here's the jetty. Can you see that? That little line.
How
right
high
there?
can you
That's
get
the
up from
actual-
there? Can you get up any higher from where you're at?
No, I'm
No.
right on the jetty.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm out in the that 150.
So I think
meters
a
out into
great
the
way to
ocean
show it
jetty.
would be to do some levels, 100 foot, 200 foot, 300 foot, 400 foot, and kind of see what each one leaves us with.
Yeah, well, what would be great? I'm now in contact with a couple of other people here in SA, just nearby me, and I've got another guy who's living with me, and he's a flat earther as well. I might get him with my camera when I have one of these days. I'm going to get him and go, look, you go to the other side, and let's look at each other and see what we're seeing. But okay, sorry, I've got 1 minute left. So see this?
No, you got
see the actual
30
jetty?
seconds. 30 seconds. I already
Oh no, 30
mentioned.
seconds. Sorry.
Here you go.
So see the actual jetty here?
Yeah.
Where my mouse is. See that line right there?
Yeah.
So Mr. Sparkane goes to me yesterday. He's like, "Oh, what's going on here? See this area here? This is 7 meters, like just behind this grass here, and this whole sand thing here. It's like 7 meters above, and you're 7 meters. Why isn't this blah blah blah?" And I'm like, "Well, actually, Sly, thanks for the flat Earth proof, because I'm actually about 5.5 meters up. I'm looking straight across, This here is blocking it all out, and I'm literally looking straight across at something that's around 6.5 meters high.
Okay.
This is almost 10 miles away,
Mhm.
because the bridge here, or the jetty, is 8 miles, but all that land beyond there is at about 9.4 miles. So I didn't even realize this. So thank you, Sly, for pointing this
Thank
out
you,
for
Sly.
me.
We appreciate that.
Thank you, Sly. Yeah, that's why he becomes the Flat Earth King.
Yes.
Thanks for
I-
coming, Sly.
Any final words for us?
Yeah, no, that's it, man. Yeah, anyway, also, yeah, with the final experiment, I'm pretty much in 100% agreement with you. It's definitely something that we shouldn't see, not
Definitely.
according to everything that we know.
Yeah, no, and
So-
if it just means back to the drawing board if that's what's there. But people have flipped out way too much about it and are worrying about it way too much. Like I don't even watch Duffy videos. I don't even watch them, and people are like, "Now it's Neil deGrasse is going and this guy's going," and I'm like, "Well, what are you even watching for? Stop stressing out about it. It doesn't matter." And they're like, "Oh, but Duffy's got all these crazy." Charges on him. He's gonna owe all this money. I'm like, yeah, and he's paying for the trip. So what do you care? Like,
Yeah,
none of it
unfortunately,
even
Level
matters.
Earth Explorer, Level Earth Observer, or whatever, is
Oh yeah,
having a bit of a spiral, isn't he?
He's done about 8 videos in a row with my name in them. So people love that.
Yeah,
It gives them more
it's a
views.
bit crazy. Yeah,
Gives them more views.
yeah. But all right. So my parting words are:
yes,
we need to get this out.
Okay.
This needs to pretty much be our viral thing.
I
This
think that
is
people,
how it
if you
works.
live by water, people could get out and actually test this. Look at it over certain days, get to different height levels, and see if we can actually draw something perfectly, some idea of what's going on. But the way you just described that, I've never heard somebody talk about it like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously that's in perfect environment. That's not including refraction. So refraction is going to change that a little bit
Yeah,
because that's
it's going
just
to
a
be off a little
geometric
bit,
horizon,
but-
which we pretty much never see that. It's always either in front or behind, and obviously a broken clock is right twice a day. So it's always going to cross there at some stage.
Yeah.
You
All right, thank
But,
you,
all
sir.
right. Thank you, bro.
Appreciate it. Later. Upside down guy, you are on the air.
Yeah, I'm on convergence, divergence, the buoy, the clocks. I mean, I was looking at the picture and I couldn't tell what the guy was trying to show.
Well, does it make sense that if we are looking out over water, right, and we see the horizon, okay, everything would be level with your feet, but as you
From
get
a
higher,
sailboat looking at the island.
what?
His picture was like a sailboat, like someone at sea looking at an island, and it just highlighted the buoy.
Maybe I'm tripping out. I
That's
don't know what you mean by a
everyone saw.
sailboat.
That's the picture everyone was looking at.
A sailboat?
Well, like at sea, someone was at sea looking at an island.
Yes, he
and
was
it
actually.
called
He's on a
the
jetty.
buoy.
He's on the side of the jetty, and he's looking 8 miles across. You saw that, right? And at that distance, we shouldn't have had as much hidden as is hidden. But anyway,
I'm just going to get out in front of it. I think we're on a globe. I'm going to call everyone
Wow.
stupid until December. I'm like, you're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm just going to name call. I'm going to call everyone a B word.
Brandy?
Like a dad,
Don't call him
a
Brandy.
dadless B word.
Dadless Brandy? Wow.
No, a bastard.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That B word.
Gotcha.
Anyone that thinks we're on a flat Earth, I'm just gonna get out in front of it and like, you're stupid. You're a bastard liar.
So when we
And I'm
when
just gonna
we
get
see
angry.
the sunset, we can kick you out of the group. Is that correct?
No, I'll just go right back. And
Oh,
be
you
like,
go
I
right
was
back.
just
Just the
kidding.
easiest way.
But
makes
right now, I'm not kidding. Right now, everyone that believes in the flat Earth I'm getting out in front of it.
And I'll tell you guys the secret right here. You want to know the secret for how to know if I've been compromised? If I say NASA's real, we've been to the moon, we're flying through
No,
space.
if you start looking at the
compromised.
shadows and you start realizing that it can't be possible unless those shadows are from one light source and it's the sun. And then you start looking
Which
at
video are you talking about?
all of them.
What do you mean all of them? How many videos of the 24-hour sun have you seen?
No, I thought you were talking about moon shadows.
Why would I be talking about that? Seems a little bit strange.
I'm all over the place right now.
That's usually
But
how many
I'm
drinks?
trying to get
How many drinks are you
out
having?
in front. I'm trying to get out in front of it, and saying we're on a globe.
Here's what I would do
and
if I were you. Hold on. So let me
otherwise-
just tell you what I would do if I were you. First, I'd go back to the chat and donate another 20 memberships because people are going to be upset if you have not.
I got
Second.
my credit card company text messaged me, and they saw fraudulent activity, so I got to reply to them. But then I can, so I possibly can do it in like 10 minutes. But I'm just saying, spam some emojis. If you got a gifted membership and you don't spam an emoji or just put one emoji, it's kind of weak. It's kind of like you also believe that the Earth's a globe if you don't put an emoji.
Okay. Have you talked to Brandy about this?
Brandy really doesn't. It's kind of like a one-sided conversation.
Yeah.
I don't know why you keep bringing up Brandy. Okay.
I think she's awesome.
What I want
She's
to talk
one of my
about.
best friends.
I know. I could prove to everyone. I feel like I could have a growing YouTube channel just illustrating Brandy.
You could. Actually, is there a channel like that? I haven't seen
With all the pervs in the world, I feel like it's like, how is it not growing?
I'm surprised there's not a whole entire ecosystem built around it. Like
I think people are
trading
afraid to
clothes
admit
and
it.
stuff.
I
Yeah,
mean,
probably.
I put myself out there. I mean, I'm putting myself out there right now saying it's the Earth's a globe. And everyone that says otherwise is a liar.
You think we're spinning on a globe?
Well,
You also
okay,
think
so
you also think chemtrails don't exist.
You want to bring up the Witsit debate that he just had with Professor Dave? Professor Dave, in his opening, says, I do not want to talk about stationary Earth. I only want to talk about curvature or like it being a ball.
Okay.
And Austin went to geocentric debate in the middle of it. And it was so annoying because the Dave guy said, I don't want to go into stationary Earth because we can't prove otherwise if the Earth is stationary. We know that.
Yeah, but why in a
if you
debate
want
do you get to
debate
just
stationary?
Why in a debate can you just declare what you don't want to talk about? It's the next debate I have. I can just say I don't want to talk about any stars. I don't want to talk about anything in the sky, and then that's just that's the rules that the other guy has to go by. Doesn't seem like that's a very good tactic.
Well, yeah, well, like, it was an amazing statement in his opener because it's like, okay, let's go on curvature or whatever you want to talk about. Let's not talk about geocentric observation. And Austin went to geocentric observation in the middle of the debate, and
I'll have to go back and check that. I don't remember that specifically.
the second half of the debate, it was crap. He sucked. He screwed it up. Now after that debate, I'm going back to the globe, and now I'm a globe believer.
Wow. Go donate
Because
your penance.
because
your
Austin
penance.
screwed it up. Austin screwed it up. He word saladed it,
Oh,
and
boy.
he just passed the buck. He passed the buck.
Have less to drink tomorrow, would you?
Happy Independence Day. Hold
hey,
on.
Hey, you as well. Let's go with Flat Earther 007.
Thank you, guys. I just want to say, brother, I've been listening to you since you started your channel. You know, it's like since since 2000 when I came to Canada, I realized what's this Canada Day bullshit is all about. Sorry for swearing, because I love the history. And when I came to the education system, and I saw how the history books with the war doesn't match, and it's just all lies, and they don't match with what has been written in other countries. The stories about the specific dates, about a specific time and specific places, it just doesn't match up. That doesn't add up. Like the depth amount, what's actually happening there. So I saw I was questioning since beginning. 9/11 was just like a little, a poke before you woke up to flat Earth, and you realize there is no trees on Earth. Like that video. I still remember how I asked the father, just give me one more how can I say, a chance, just shoot me. I know it's a stupid question to say or even ask, looking at your DNA, not realizing it has to have a writer, it has to have a creator, it has to be written because it's a code, it's information. It has to have a creator. You can't have a book without a writer.
Right.
And when you realize things like that, but you just need one more evidence, and then you go inside and you see somebody tells you there's no trees on Earth, and there's nobody wants to talk about Greenland, what's actually happening there, what kind of a tree stump forest it is, you know? And that's when you start to question the letter, because in that video I still remember how it was. The original one was translated from Russian to English, and then English, the version that I saw later from Eric Dubé, years later, there was a English version after, but it's also like started like with the female voice translation, and I should put like a good 2 hours of explaining. But long story short, it's a long rabbit hole, and you've been there all on and on, and I've been watching you, and all I can say, Broski, you're doing a great job there. And what Eric Dubé, if you like, I've been sick for a few days, but Eric Dubé posted a few days ago like a video saying we flat earthers don't do debate because it's all frustration. We all know, you know, the water level, it's leveled, it's flat. If you go research it, you look it up, common sense, few hours sticking with the zoom with the camera on a lake, you will learn the perspective yourself, like as an artist. People who get it, they get it. You know, those who doesn't want to see it, admit it, they cannot see it, they cannot accept it. For them, it's just a scary thing to go there. Like I have a best friend who I tell him, like, let's go take a telescope. He still tells me, like, yo, let's go. Like, we're gonna watch this CN Tower in Rogers Center. I'm telling him, like, listen, CN Tower is like 186 feet. 30 kilometers away, it should be missing behind 200 feet. You're gonna see it with the naked eye, you know, the roof, everything, plus like the CN Tower itself. You're gonna realize it's flat, you know, like. But he still cannot take me there and go check it out because it goes deeper, like mental level. And having those people right now, how we just had this round head or globe head being like this, this is just a great example why we don't do debates anymore. Like we give them a chance. We realize they're gonna be putting their trolls to mark us, to make it look stupid or whatever, and we don't want to be on that stage. We just don't. We want to be smartly, want to present our information that we want to present, how we want to show it. Like write our own books, articles, mix stories, like whatever we want to create, however we can, you know. And you're doing, everybody, a great job. You're putting pretty much everybody on a platform, giving everybody a chance to come, you know, to say their 4 minutes of their speech. Just, you know, shout out everybody. You know, they were still here with you, bro. And you, like I said, you're with us. We're here with you. You know.
Well, thank you.
Is there anything you guys want to ask or say?
Say again. I didn't hear what you said the last thing.
I said, is there anything you guys want to ask or say?
No. What is your accent from?
Oh, I grew up in Canada, but it's like Russian, German.
Okay, that's why it's unique. All right, anything else? I appreciate the kind words.
Just want to give you guys a shout out, and I say you're doing, Broski, a great job. And like I said, the real truthers, we don't celebrate the holidays. Like, you know, this holidays today, we don't celebrate. We know the truth. It's been stolen, the land, from the Indians. And, you know, it's just the truth that, you know, the real people, the real awake people, they're not going to want to face it. And lately, like the Eric Dubé, like he just showed a reminder for everybody, like
good, I'll check that. It's on his channel.
Yeah, just on the YouTube, Eric Dubé.
Okay.
4 days ago, he put it up, like saying like we don't do debates, pretty much. Like it was like in 6 or 8 minutes. And long story short, like why we just don't go on that stage of debates. Like it's just pointless. It's useless. You know, it's. You know, no point. You know, it's the only thing we can do now is present ourselves for the next future generations, for them to look at it and be like, yeah, that makes sense. That's
sounds more legit, right?
You know what I mean? Like, well, this is why they didn't want to go in debates with those trolls.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, and people should check out that Eric Dubé video. Thank you. All right, we've got Ruhif now. Are you available, Ruhif?
Yay!
Okay, let's go.
I am here. Yeah, daughter got a bit upset that she was on screen for half a second.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
she don't want that.
so I've got Google Earth on screen, and I've loaded up the weather for, this is the 26th of June, so a little bit old. And I've got the green line is Sydney to Santiago.
Wait, when you say
Circle
you've
route,
loaded up the weather, where did you get that from?
right? NOAA. So the same data that earth.nullschool.net uses.
Okay.
Yeah, and I made it all pretty in Google Earth. So you can see the red. I've tried to match the color scheme as best as I can. So if you see, if I wave my mouse over each little arrow, it gives you the speed of the wind and the direction.
Okay.
All right. So you can see that mostly when we get up from Sydney, it's almost in the right direction.
Right.
That's a tailwind. When you get
How fast are those winds?
That's 33 meters per second, which is about 70 something miles an hour, I think.
Okay.
Something like that. So you get most of that tailwind. You got to do a little bit of trig to work out what the tailwind actually is. It might be 50, 60 miles per hour there. South of New Zealand, the green is quite a low speed, so 16 meters per second, and a little bit of crosswind. Now we get into the higher winds down here where it's purple. So 47, that's about 110, I think, about 110 miles an hour. But it's at about a 45-degree angle, so it's half crosswind. So that's not all tailwind. You get some benefit, but a lot of it's crosswind.
Okay.
And then we get to about here. This is where it's pure tailwind. So 38 meters per second. That's about 100, something like that. And then you start getting more crosswind, and then you get almost pure tailwind, and it sort of tapers off a little bit, right? So let's kill that. So what I did, that screenshot I sent you where I had, here is the actual flight, so the data from the flight from Flight Radar, and it had an actual flight time of 12 hours or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had the predicted flight time, right? Hang on, daughter's back. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. All right. Chicken, stop. All right, hang on. Or do you want to keep going? Hang on.
Okay.
I'll contact you.
We'll put you right back. All right, we've got Rogue Diabetic. I think we do have Rogue Diabetic. Digital Wilderness Rogue Diabetic. Going once. Going twice. Rogue. He went rogue. How about Marcus Allen? Marcus. Marcus, are you there? Marcus going once. Marcus, bye. We've got Rogue Diabetic.
Jaren?
There you are.
All right, bro. How you been?
Good. You look further. You're back. I thought you were frozen. You're good.
Right on. Well, hey, I just wanted to share something with you guys. It's okay to do, like, we don't have to stay strictly on flat Earth, do we?
You can go anywhere you want.
All right. So I'm going to show you this little appearance that I made at a Trump rally to start out with.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna share an appearance that I made at a Trump rally with you guys.
Okay.
To start out with.
You gonna share your screen there?
Yeah. Is that?
Yep. I'm waiting for
Can
you.
you
When
see
you
it?
tell me. Not yet. It should show up on the bottom of the screen when you do it. There it is. I see it
There
now.
it is.
Okay, I just added it. Wait. Okay. Everything's lagging for a second. All right, we got you on there. We're looking at your YouTube.
Okay. My internet's been acting up too tonight, so I apologize.
I don't know if it's mine's acting up or yours. Should we run a speed test and see what's going on there?
340. But they only it wasn't, big cheating, a lot of cheating they did. And stuffing the boxes. You see that? You saw that with 2,000 mules. 2,000 mules. You ever see?
So, by the way, he's talking about a documentary, 2,000 Mules, and the reason.
I'm getting a copy of 2,000 mules. I'm getting a copy. Somebody.
That's because they put it behind a paywall.
What? Yeah, it's not my internet. My internet's doing well.
Were you going to stop them from cheating when you couldn't do it? When you were... We have the best teams of people. You couldn't stop it when you were president. How are you going to do it this time? Cheating, you're not going to have a good. You gave the COVID on a silver platter. So we're going to stop. We're going to stop the cheating. People aren't going to. You gave them that. Wide open door. You guys are fraudulent. You threw the election.
Oops. Oh, that's right.
Biden couldn't steal anything. You threw it.
Is that you talking?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Donald Trump is the Antichrist.
All right, the rest of it's me walking out because the security guard, he comes up behind me. He goes, "Get out of here."
You're out of here.
And then followed me out. All right, so what do you think?
I thought you did well.
Well, thank you. So now the last thing I said there was Donald Trump is the Antichrist. And how much time do I got left?
3 minutes and a half.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you what leads me to believe that Donald Trump is indeed the Antichrist.
Oh, you believe this?
What's that?
You believe that he's the Antichrist?
The Antichrist, the literal Antichrist.
Okay.
So I'm going to start out with the Daniel chapter 9, verses 24 through 27. This is the 70 weeks prophecy that Daniel gave. So it goes like this: 70 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon thy holy city to finish the transgression and to make an end of sins and to make reconciliation for iniquity and to bring in everlasting righteousness and to seal up vision and prophecy and to anoint the most holy. Know therefore and understand from the going forth of the commandment to restore and build Jerusalem unto the Messiah the Prince shall be 7 weeks and 62 weeks. The street shall be built again and the wall even in troublous times. Now the Aramaic word that they use here for weeks just means a set of 7.
Okay.
A set of 7 time periods. So it could either refer to a set of 7 days or a set of 7 years. So, but traditionally, what most people will say is that the first 69 weeks of this prophecy ended at the resurrection of Jesus. Okay. So, and after 62 weeks shall Messiah be cut off, but not for himself, and the people of the prince shall come destroy the city and the sanctuary, and the end thereof shall be with a flood, and unto the end of the war, desolations are determined. So that would be the end of the 69th week. So then there's like a period of time, an unspecified period of time that elapses between the end of the 69th week and the beginning of the 70th week. So verse 27, and he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week, and in the midst of the week he shall cause sacrifice and the oblation to cease, and for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate, even until the consummation and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate. So we're looking for a confirmation of a covenant, of the covenant. So, but the one thing that I want your people to notice is this doesn't say anything about a treaty with the counterfeit state of Israel. Okay, it's a confirmation with the covenant with many. So I'm going to suggest that the covenant is actually the Constitution.
Oh, wow, really?
So on September 17th, 2017, Trump proclaimed, or on September 15th, he pronounced the 17th to the 23rd of 2017 is Constitution Week. So that would be a set of 7 days.
Okay.
On the 230th anniversary, so there's one of their magic numbers, of the Constitution of the United States, we celebrate the enduring brilliance of our founding charter and recognize all American citizens. And this is the kind of stuff that I used to get a hard on for back when I was still a Trump supporter.
Okay.
And I didn't know what was going on. You know, I hadn't figured it out yet. Even though by this time I was a flat earther, and the whole Space Force thing should have been a bigger red flag for a flat earther. But anyway,
it was for most of us.
So My solemn promise is to return power to the American people. Congress is charged with authoring and amending the laws. I mean, he goes and he breaks it down really good, and this is what we thought we were getting. So he confirms this covenant with many, which the Constitution is a covenant.
Okay.
And then in the midst of the week, he causes a sacrifice and oblation to cease.
Right.
Okay, he shuts down churches. He shuts down packing plants. He shuts down like baseball games and sporting events. All that is the sacrifice and oblation. It's not anything to do with the rebuilt temple in Jerusalem.
Okay.
For the overspreading of abominations, he shall make it desolate, even until the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate.
Do you have somewhere people could find more information on this?
This is going to be probably like, if it's okay with you, I want to clip this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'll put it up on my channel. And
Is that your channel name, Rogue Diabetic?
Rogue Diabetic is my BitChute and my Rumble.
What's your
Digital
YouTube?
Wilderness is my YouTube.
Digital Wilderness. Gotcha. All right. I'm going to let you go. We've got more people behind you. Any final words?
No, I mean that's a pretty good introduction to it. But yeah, there's some ways that we can know that this is the other ways. There's like corroboration that this is the covenant.
So will Trump win the presidency?
I don't think there's going to be an election.
All right. I've heard that quite a bit. We'll talk to you soon. Come back next time and give us an update. All right. That was Rogue. We've got Marcus. Are you ready to go? Marcus. Well, I don't hear you very well. You must not have your microphone turned up or something. You need fix it. Marcus?
Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think with fly fin.
I don't hear him. All right, how about Yasuke? Yasuke. Is that right? Hello. Oh, we don't hear you. Yasuke, we're over here. Are you talking to me?
Hello, can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, getting the mic fixed.
Good. We're good.
All right. Yeah.
Yep. We hear you.
So there would be a couple things that would be interesting to talk about, but I guess I'll just stay like sort of very specifically on the point.
Okay.
One thing that people very often talk about is the idea that, the rotation of the Earth is 66,600 miles per hour around the sun.
Right.
But when you Google that, that is not the answer that is given. And it's just kind of a problem in the sense of it's the way that people talk about it makes it seem like a very easy sort of straw man to debunk, as in it was that at one point in terms of what you Googled showing that, and now it is something different.
Right.
And so I think it would be useful for when people talk about these things that they talk about how after people started noticing this, they ended up changing the actual number.
Good point. Yeah, now it says I have it listed at 67,000 miles per hour.
Yeah, and then if you translate the kilometers, it does translate to the 66610 number.
Oh.
So I think that's just something that's a very useful thing to look at, because you obviously you invoke that number when you're talking to people who are Christian,
right?
Because you think it's going to be something that will be more useful for them. So you don't want to give something that would be, oh, somebody's going to look into it, see this, see that it's false, as in what their perception is when they just Google it. And then all of a sudden, they just don't take things that you say seriously anymore because they think that you're sort of making information up, even though you're not at all.
Right.
I guess another point would be falsification, independent replacement, all that stuff. That number one thing that you would have to prove is whether or not there is a curvature. And the most common thing that, let's say, like Witsit will use to falsify the radius is long-range propagation of radio/microwaves. And just a general thing with that is that it's not with a lot of globe things, there's always like a cope answer, as in once you get to like 106 megahertz, you'll have sporadic E propagation. And then with microwaves, they will talk about tropospheric scattering. And it doesn't matter whether or not these explanations have any validity. The point is that with talking to these people, they will take any answer as valid. And so I think it would be useful when people are talking about that to like kind of directly address the sort of quote unquote debunk of long range microwaves before it's actually sort of brought up.
Right.
Because so I will see people talk about long range microwave propagation, but never what the globe side explanation is for it.
Have you never heard an explanation?
I mean, as far as I can tell, it's just that sporadic E propagation and tropospheric scattering are like, they're just theoretical copes. But I haven't really heard anything particularly in depth on explaining exactly why they are copes.
Right.
Because that's sort of what would be if that's the strongest argument that's used, it needs to be something that is very sort of airtight, because it's a thing that I'm pretty sure Dave Weiss goes on a lot about, in that there's a bunch of things that fall into the bucket of both modalities. And then there's very few things that are sort of separate. And so if you're trying to say that long-range microwaves are something that is exclusive to one side, it would be important to go over the primary sort of counter-argument to that point.
Okay.
Which is explaining why tropospheric scattering or why sporadic E propagation just aren't valid.
Okay.
And I don't really see a lot of people doing that.
No, me neither.
So, yeah, that's my time.
I like it. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it. You are the first one to actually finish on time beautifully. Should give you extra time for that. Marcus, are you going to show up for the day? Here. Talk? I hear like a TV or something on, Marcus. Marcus, are you there? Marcus going once. Marcus going twice. Marcus is not here. What? Hold on, I thought I had a sound effect for him. Now I don't have it. Are you kidding me? I don't have a sound. Oh, I do. There we go.
How dare you!
That's what I wanted. A little late. We get there. We'll get there eventually. All right, we're gonna go watch a video submission from Austin Thompson.
All right, Austin from the Mellow Dome here. Today I'm presenting my sunspot footage. I've been tracking the sunspots since May 30th every morning in Central Florida, facing east between.
Sorry, I'm moving this a little bit here. Okay, there we go.
In the times of 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. I say 12 p.m. because I got one shot that was close to 12 p.m., but the rest were between 9 and about 10:30 a.m. So yeah, I have shots facing east between the times of 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. My solar noon average for June for my location was between the times of 1:26 p.m. and 1:32 p.m. And I'm here to show you that we have actual rotation of the sun, not just a clockwise wagon wheel rotation, okay? So I'm going to hit play here.
Oops, sorry.
We'll start here, May 30th. Now, I was observing in the morning, and when you're observing the sunspots in the morning, you are going to see them. Picture a clock, a face of a clock. You're going to see the sunspots moving from the 8 o'clock position up to the 2 o'clock position when you're observing the sun in the morning in the northern hemisphere, okay? And then we're going to see it then rotate clockwise due to perspective, and we'll get into that. But all of my data has lined up with SOHO, the Solar Heliospheric Observatory. It lines up with their quote unquote space-based telescopes, right? They're satellites that we all know are real now because they're using a centered Earth, fixed Earth coordinate system. We don't need to be going out there and saying that satellites are fake. The same reason we don't need to be saying sunspots are fake. I think this actually benefits us the same way we have realized that satellites have now benefited us. All right. So yeah, it lines up the placement and timing, like the timing of the coronal mass ejections and the placement of these sunspots all line up. Now, I'm not dooming and glooming. I'm not saying it's going to destroy the Earth. It's not. This is just a cycle it's going through. We are in the solar maximum. That's why a lot of you are experiencing heat waves right now. And, you know, a lot of their data is lining up with my observations. I was tracking a sunspot around June 8th or the 6th, and I was noticing and expecting a coronal mass ejection. And sure enough, there was a massive one, I believe, June 8th. So, yeah, I can also pretty much tell time by looking at the placement of the sunspots, depending on where that person took the picture on the plane of the Earth. But yeah, you can see here that little dot, that's, I think, Mercury or Venus, because they're always close to the sun. You can also see the stars going across. And speaking of stars, I will say that the sunspots are not stars seen through the sun. I do not think the sun is a projection. I think it is a spherical object based off my observations. You can see here on the right, this is one sunspot, just a different day. And the amount of time it takes the stars to move across the sky is way too fast when compared to the amount of time we see one sunspot on the face of the sun. I've seen those three major oh, there went that massive CME that happened on the 8th that I was just mentioning. But yeah, you can see that the sunspots are on the face of the sun way too long when compared to the amount of time the stars are moving across the sky, obviously. And then also I went and checked, and none of those stars line up on any of those videos that people are tagging me in. So, you know, start doing your own observations and yeah, things like that, you know. But yeah, CMEs, they could be highly energetic plasma discharge. I think the sun is plasma. I think the sunspots are caused by the twisting of the sun's electromagnetic fields, or like a concentration point of these electromagnetic fields. And of course, that's all speculation off of what I've read, you know, but it's also going along with my observations. And I don't think this footage here is fake. I think it's legit, okay? I understand they lie about where we are, but I think when it comes to observations, they really depend on a lot of backyard astronomers, right? I mean, a lot of this information was already here before NASA was even thought of. They've adopted information that was that is from our ancestors before us, right? Who knew this whole realm. They knew, you know, that we got the Antikythera mechanism, we got the Soros cycle. None of that was created by globe earthers, okay? So this is our sky clock in the sky, the most important clock. We have clocks on our wrist, clocks on our screen, but no one's paying attention to the actual clock in the sky. And since I have been, it's been an amazing journey, and I have learned so much, and I have come to a better understanding of this realm, and it's freaking beautiful, just gotta say. I would like to get some people in the Southern Hemisphere. I know someone who's doing it now, but we need more observations. The more, the merrier. Okay, so we have two motions of the sun, a clockwise wagon wheel rotation on the face of the sun due to my perspective. Again, in the morning, I'm facing east. High noon, I'm facing south. In the evening, I'm facing west. But we are also experiencing another movement, which is the counterclockwise rotation on an axis. And you can see this by tracking sunspots throughout the month. Now, if you're observing the sunspots near the tropics, right? If you live near the tropics, you're observing the sunspots, you will see that the sun takes about 25 to 27 days for one rotation. Okay. And these are just the motions you can see. Again, you are observing the wagon wheel movement along with a spinning on an axis. Okay. And I'm going to keep doing these observations. I think more of us should be doing these observations. Less YouTube video watching and more observations. You know what I mean? But yeah, here is also an example of the wagon wheel rotation throughout the day. You can see as it's approaching solar noon, it's rotating. Now the sunspots are moving left to right. And then in the evening, the sunspots are now going from the 11 o'clock position down to the 5 o'clock position, right? All my observations are in the morning. So that's why my sunspots we're moving from the 8 o'clock position up to the 2 o'clock position. But yeah, see, so 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning, you got 9 in the morning, 10 in the morning. These are between the dates of 6/16 and 6/27. You got 11, and now it is noon. It is getting closer to solar noon right here. Look at that. And now we are going into the afternoon, and it has completed its clockwise rotation. But we are also experiencing a counterclockwise rotation, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, that's all I got for you. Yeah, I'm going to keep doing it. I know some people are going to say it's all fake or whatever, but others definitely know there's something here. I think this is a game changer. I'm going to keep doing this. We need more people across the plane to document this so we can understand the movements, the path, and just get to a better understanding of this realm, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Jaron, I appreciate you, man. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Much love.
Austin Thompson.
Melodome.live, guys. I'm out.
Melodome.live. Austin Thompson, great job, and really putting his foot forward that we need to get some better observations out there. Lots to work on, lots to do. I know many don't think so, but a lot of people just got settled into this position that we've got everything solved, we know everything, and it is not the case, and it's really not by a long shot. So don't think we want to get trapped there, and any observation you can do will help us in the long run. All right, let's go with RG. The artist is back. I don't know why. RG, did you have something to finish? RG, are you there?
I'm here, buddy.
Oh, there you go. What's up?
Yep. Do I sound better now? Is the mic a little better?
No, it's still crackly.
It's still crackly. All right. Be a cracker for just a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, great job. A shout out to Melodome, man. That was some good footage. I was watching him, I think last night or the night before, with Shane St. Pierre, and they were kind of discussing the mechanics of what he was seeing and kind of bouncing ideas off of each other. And I just have one question, and this is a very serious kind of thing to me. One thing that stood out is as the sunspots were moving across, I didn't see any other kind of features on the sun rotating, but I did see the sunspots going across. And I'm just curious, could it be perhaps that it's just the sunspots and magnetic and electric kind of like a current flowing across?
As opposed to what?
As opposed to the whole sun turning.
Oh, gotcha. I think that if you look up a hydrogen alpha,
Crow. Yeah. 100%.
I'm just reading somebody. Ether says, matters now, just cut my stream, kicked me off Jaren. Strange. What? I don't know who that's talking about. Anyway, say again.
So I was just adding to what I was saying. Maybe it's like a kind of an electric flow, magnetism involved, of course. But
so there's a hydrogen alpha telescope that Crow 777 has, and he shows details on the sun with that telescope, and they seem to be in a moving fashion. So check out some of his work as he keeps coming out with it. And that's what I would look up. Look up hydrogen alpha sun observations or something like that, and you can watch that. Oh, you have done that. Okay.
I did. I looked at a lot of those. But the only thing that stood out, this is my last thing, just question to the chat and to Melodome himself. When they were having the conversation on his channel, he did mention that he notices the spots go around, and it takes 10 to 14 days, I think, 11 to 14 days to come back around, and that by that time they have all changed the way they look. So I was just throwing that out there for consideration, and But anyway, I appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
You said wap.com. Jeranism is where I sign up for the class.
WAP.com/Jeranism is you become a VIP, and then from there everything's easy. We all talk in the Telegram, and you can get the discounted consultations. So yeah, WAP.com.
Maybe in a couple of days I'm gonna...
Yeah, that's fine. WHOP.com/Jeranism.
Yep. All right, buddy. Have a good one.
Thank you much. All right, I wanted to check something here. We've got up next Jor-El. Jor-El is from he's Superman's biological father and wife of, or husband of Laura. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Hey, yeah, I don't get that a lot, but that's pretty cool of you to see that correlation. I was thinking, man, like maybe maybe we should stop saying flat Earth, and this is what I'm trying to bring out. It's just that maybe it's not as productive as we think it is to say flat Earth, because a lot of people are gonna automatically say that you're crazy and whatever. Sometimes I believe that it's better to just go off of other aspects of what I've learned that evidence about seeing too far, these other things, or geocentrism, and like we're not moving. So because when we say flat Earth, I feel like a lot of people they quit, they leave the conversation immediately.
Yes. A lot of people think that it's something 2D, which is insane, and of course gets immediately dismissed.
Yeah, exactly. Because they start to conceptualize it, speaking, with what they know, and what they know is the globe. I was a zealous. I was a NASA fanboy. I was a geek. I used to love watching through
Oh, sorry. Good.
I used to do the wormhole and all this stuff, and I thought I knew so much. But when I started watching Witsit and you guys, yeah, I was like, holy shit, these guys know what they're talking about. When I did my research, I was like, okay, so something's up here. So yeah, no, I appreciate what you guys do. I just wanted to jump in real quick and tell you that that I appreciate what you guys do, and I got a lot of respect to you guys, and I wish you guys the best. And if you go to Antarctica, even better. And if not, well then, hey. But I respect what you guys do, and I appreciate it very much that we're all trying to seek and find the truth.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. We've got $0 so far, 0% on the tip line, which you can go to ko-fi.com/Jeranism if you want to throw some bones this way. If not, so be it. God will punish you in the end. That's the way I look at it. I'm just kidding. Let's see if we got anybody. Marcus, this is your last chance, or I'm dumping you. Marcus, last chance, or it's over for you. Marcus, going once. Marcus going twice. Marcus going 3 times. I don't hear him.
Game over.
Game over for Marcus. Kicked from the studio. All right, let me see if we've got any submissions on the submission activation platform. I don't know what it's called. That would be at the Google Forms. Thank you. Just see if there's anyone there. Last month we had an interesting one. Hopefully there's no more people wanting to put in private information in there. Let's hope not. That's not what it's for. Get out of here. Get out of here. He might have been sleeping, right? Yeah, I did put him to sleep. It was strike 3. Elden Bean, Jaren, my bad. Hail the truth. Superman died. Luther won. Really? Karen, you are the king of ism. Jaren, who has Jarrell flat smacked? I did not get a chance to see that question, sorry. We are going to... That was weird. It said Google Forms. Why didn't it show up? Google Forms. Google Forms. Yeah, I just said that already. Alright, and we got to go with go to Forms. And we've got the Speaker's Corner. Was the number? We've got responses. Oh, we got a bunch. I didn't expect that many. Okay, let's get into these. Up first, we got... wait, what? Hold on one second. It'd be better if I saw it on this UN Sheets, because I got confused. All right, here we go. Whoa. If you already have gone, I'm not going to go to you right this second. We've got the first one. We will keep seeking what's true amongst all these institutional lies. Thank you. Let me get over here, see what I'm missing. Okay. By Flat Dr. G. Thank you very much. I think that's all you put there. Okay. We're going to erase that. We're going to erase this. Yes, we're going to erase this. Okay. We've got, I came across this very short 1-minute video that was filming what appears to possibly be part of a 24-hour sun time-lapse video at Union Glacier. It doesn't make a complete 360 circle above, as it only films its part of its path, but from what is filmed, it appears the sun goes down and back up again, which, sorry, I have to check this out here. Where are we at? Which doesn't seem like a natural movement of what the sun would do in Antarctica. I can objectively state that it's a sun simulator. I'm sorry, I can't objectively state that it's a sun simulator, or if they would even risk faking the 24-hour sun with a sun simulator. However, I would imagine if they tried to fake it, this may be what it possibly would look like. The real sun goes behind the mountain and sets beyond the horizon, while the sun simulator comes up back around the mountain and continues on its 360. The video seems really odd, as it has very little views and few subscribers on the channel, and what was just uploaded fairly recently in the last several months. Just wanted to get your thoughts on this. Also, I would highly suggest, if going to this final experiment, to try and bring a solar telescope to zoom in on the sun up close, like what Crow 777 and Melodome have been using, to try and spot it if they were trying to fake it and catch any anomalies and know that it's not the real sun. All right, so let me just say something real quick. First of all, I think people sound ridiculous when they're saying that. I don't think anybody's ever thought this out. I know there's a bunch of channels out there saying solar simulator, but you're talking about, usually they're talking about a small item. Okay, think of the size of something you'd have to put in the sky that would appear to be a half degree in diameter and is moving free of anything else. So it has to travel. What is it? Being carried on a balloon with some sort of a propeller, or what's going on? So I think that before we make those jumps and saying they're gonna, why wouldn't you just go down there and observe? And then of course we're gonna have infrared cameras. We're gonna have P900s, P1000s, solar filters. That's all going to be there. But to keep saying a solar filter, every time I hear that, it gets a little bit funnier to me. Because I think we've all mentioned it in the past, like maybe they have one, maybe they use one. But as far as one that would actually mimic the sun and fool people, I think is beyond impossible. And I would not give them that credit until I go down there and saw something that looked fake and was like, is that a solar simulator? But to just say that that's something they could have, I think is insane. It's giving them too much credit. At least to me. But you said you have a video. Hold on a second. Where's these videos that you're leaving? Damn it. Hold on one second. Oh, here. I came across it. Okay, I see it now. This one here, Antarctica night time lapse. We're going to bring this up. Let's bring it over here. Come on. Okay, let's watch this together. It's only a minute long. 46 seconds. We're going to bring it over here. Can you see that okay? Yeah, good enough. No, not that one. I mean, just think for a second of what it would take to fake this in the sky, right? What is it, hanging on balloons, and the balloons are moving around perfectly. If you have a camera, zoom camera, you would be able to see it. Oh, Jaren, they have cloaking materials. Okay. Well, that, again, force them to do that. I don't know if I would say that it went behind the mountain here. Let me see. Enough that you would see it disappear. I can still see it. Yeah, I mean, of course, if I was the one who went down there, I would be looking very, very carefully the whole entire time. It's kind of a weird reflection up here. See, like the Jupiter looking reflection? You can see like this. It's like a circle with bars moving by. Anyway. Yeah, to me, I just don't see that being a possibility. It would be insane if the sun just goes around you. I can't even begin to fathom the idea. But I know many people are out there saying they don't think it would prove anything. I just don't think you're thinking. or you've never thought about it, or you seriously are not really ready to actually challenge your own beliefs, because I've been doing this 9 years. The last thing I want is to find out that I was wrong. Hey, look what we got.
Oh my God, Becky.
Nice.
Look at that tip. It is so big. It's just like out there. It's like gross.
I like big tips and I cannot lie. Yeah. All right. So, what's around here? 5% of gold. Thank you very much. Dave Hinkle says, fun fact, large bodies of water do not maintain or display convexity on the surface. Globe idea is impossible. Sure. So, Dave, why don't you take some time and start thinking about, just for fun, if there's a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, how is the flat Earth going to explain that? And you might come to the same conclusion I have, which is it cannot. That's after much contemplation, it just doesn't fit our model. So if it's there, we have something to worry about. You may not. Maybe you don't care about believing in something that can be shown to be correct, and you're just like, oh, I'm going to believe in whatever I want, even though there's observation that is absolutely impossible. That's a little bit scary to me. I will never have some belief that is observationally impossible. And that's what I think. It's not even, we don't have to worry about it yet. Nobody should be worried about anything. Nobody should be stressing out. And, oh, Duffy, and oh boy, it's a, Bob Enyart killed John Benet Ramsey. Ludicrous talk. Ludicrous. Why is it ludicrous, Sharon? Well, because anybody who's saying that, try this one question to them. One question. Show me one piece of evidence. I'm asking for one. Listen, one piece of evidence that connects Bob Enyart with John Benet Ramsey. People have done 8-hour streams, 5-hour streams, 8-hour, 7-hour streams, going on and on and on, connecting dots and all these things. What they have failed to provide is one piece of evidence that connects Bob Enyart with John Benet Ramsey. Now that should shock you. Should shock you. You're like, wait a second. Jaron, they've been doing stream after stream and saying that he's guilty, that he did. They don't have one piece of evidence. Not one. There's no connection. People have told me, no, Jaron, he was their pastor. No, he wasn't. Oh, but they went to his church. No, they didn't. This is just something that flat earthers have dreamed up in their head and have decided to run with. So, again, I'm not going to stop them. They can do whatever they want. I tried to make a short video just saying, hey, this research was really bad. And then that person showed up in my chat and said, Jaron is controlled opposition. So this community has gotten so bad that if you disagree with somebody because they provide zero evidence, you are controlled opposition. That's how bad we've gotten. Talk about fractured. If we don't believe in what you dictate with zero evidence, then we're controlled opposition. So I will be backing myself out of the community as fast as possible because I don't want to be a part of that. I think it's disgusting. I think I've been doing this 9 years. Can you imagine doing this 9 years and then being nice to somebody and like not using their name in the description and then the title? It's not a hit piece. It's just, hey, this isn't really good evidence. Here's why. And then the person says you're controlled opposition. Not just you are. I'm certain Sharon is controlled opposition. So more power to the retards. If you think that that's where you outed me, been doing this for 9 years, and all of a sudden you provide zero evidence, I show up and say, hey, he provided zero evidence. Shill. Controlled opposition. He pointed out that I didn't have any evidence. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's just crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. And you know what? I don't have any connection to Bob Enyart. I don't care whether he's guilty or not. What I care about is, are we researching things correctly? Are we actually looking at things that need to be looked at? There is no connection between Bob Enyart and John Benet Ramsey. The people, I think, thought that he was the pastor of that family. He wasn't. They thought that family went to the church. He didn't. So you just have one lady who's screaming at the top of her lungs, Bob Enyart killed John Benet Ramsey. But that's it. There is no connection. They didn't know each other. They never met each other. He didn't know the family didn't know him. There's no connection. So it's a absolute leap of faith, and to have people doing 8 or 10 hour live streams in which everybody in the chat's like, oh, you got him, nice research, way to go. Yeah, except for they failed to provide one piece of evidence. So, anywho, thank you very much, Justin Johnson, for putting that in there. I appreciate it. William Shatner's speech he made after he comes out of his capsule sounded like a lot of flat Earth description info. I think that too. Hey, so is it true, because I don't watch the Duffy films, Why is everybody messaging me saying, oh, now Neil deGrasse Tyson is going to Antarctica with you? Now, who is the other ones? William Shatner, Neil Tyson. What's going on with that? Now I'm afraid like to even look. I'm like, I have a feeling that I'm going to watch those videos and it's just going to be like a joke and people can't grasp it. That's what I think. People thought Duffy was a billionaire because they couldn't grasp a joke. It's just kind of weird. Again, does Duffy have some financial issues? He does. Does it matter to me? Zero. Somebody's financial issues are their deal. And if that person says, hey, I want to pay for a trip for you, it's like, okay, you know you have those financial issues. Yeah. All right, pay for me. I mean, it's like, why are we worrying about it? How much time do I have? Oh, yeah, I said 6:30 we got to be done. All right. 1 second, I want to show you one thing. Just one thing. Do I need to show it like that? One more time. Let me see this. We're going to go game capture. I don't know if this will work or not. We'll try it. Capture specific window. Live stream. Okay, that works. I don't know where it's picking it up from though. Okay, so just want to show this again because again, the people like Dave Hinkle said, I get where your opinion is, but I don't think you've thought this through, or you think that that's a, like, do we think it's impressive if, let's say there was some, I don't know, let's say that there's something that somebody believes that observationally it disproves it, right? Like if we wouldn't, none of us would find it impressive if that person says, I don't care if it disproves it, I'm still going to believe in it. Be like, what? Why would anybody do that? And that seems to be the position of a lot of flat earthers. I never expected that. I thought people would stand up like me and say, oh, if there's a 24-hour sun in Antarctica that goes around your head, that falsifies the current flat earth model. Now, you could take that any way you want. If you're like, well, I'll never believe in a globe again, don't believe in a globe. Just don't, you realize you don't have a model anymore. That's all. Or stand up like me and say there is no 24-hour sun. We're going to go down there and they're either going to cloud up the sky, the trip's not going to happen, or we'll see it set. One of those things will take place. And we can stand up and be proud that we had the correct model the whole time, and that's why we're able to make that prediction that we won't see it. But instead, it's like everybody's acting like we will see it, and they don't care. Okay. Here's what you have to realize. On a flat Earth, we have a center location. Okay? And the sun, we know, goes this way. Now, you might say, Jaron, we don't look at the stars in the sky to make the shape of the Earth. Okay, well, here's what you need to realize. We do know, do we not, that the sun covers the entire Earth in 24 hours. I said yellow, damn it. Okay. The sun, let's do some quick, let's see, we have North America here, South America, Africa, India, Russia, Australia, New Zealand. Tell me over. Okay. Russia. Alaska. Okay, so that's kind of our continents around there. It's a little bit high. Let's move this down a little bit. Look at that. Now pay attention because I still can't imagine how anybody's going to say, oh, I don't care, it doesn't matter. We know for a fact that this sun has to go around the Earth in 24 hours. We know that. So you can say, well, we don't look at the stars, but we know what the sun does. It's done it every day of our entire lives. Okay? So if that's the case, we know which way it's going. Then you have to imagine that somebody in Antarctica is actually going to go out, doing green. Here, let's just say that's Antarctica. This is your outskirts here. Okay? So if that's the case, then how is it going to be? And again, I don't believe this is what's happening, but I'm trying to get people to stop saying it doesn't matter. It looks terrible on us. Oh, it doesn't matter. We can't look at the lights in the sky. Well, you can because it's the most predictable thing that there is. Name something more predictable than the fucking sunrise and sunset and what the sun does every day. What's more predictable than that? So the sun has to go around, bring light and energy and heat in 24 hours. So this person here in Antarctica, looking this direction, should see the sun, and I don't even care if it comes like this. That to me is still a flat Earth. You could be part of the dome. Something's causing that. Who knows? But what doesn't make any sense is that this person's going to see the sun come this way and then go behind them and do it for 3 days. It actually supposedly does it for months, going around them. Because the problem with that is, we know what the sun does. We just explained it, right? So if the sun comes this way and goes around this person, oops, sorry, my pad ran out. It's just going around this person in this direction. How the hell does the sun get here, or here, or here, or here, or here? If you can't see that, and you're going to say it doesn't matter, oh, it doesn't prove that there's curvature of the ocean. Okay, but what's more simple than this? Now, I'm the first one to admit, maybe there's some model that I have never seen or thought of that could work here. I don't think that there is. Why? Because on a flat Earth, it's required that there's one central location, oops, that the sun goes around that person left to right. Now, because of the nature of flat Earth, Antarctica has to get pushed to the outside. And if something gets pushed to the outside, then how does a person stand on the outside and have the sun go around them? Right? If you're standing out here, how's this going to happen? I don't know why that keeps crossing it out. Thank you. How's that going to happen around this person? So it's not as simple as just, oh, it doesn't matter. We can just, I don't think so. But I still am the only one who stood up and said, number one, that I don't think it happens. And number two, if it does, it falsifies the flat Earth model. I don't know why that's such a problem for people. People are like losing their minds. Jaren's a shill. Oh yeah, I'm a shill for stating a fact that's obvious. You can think what you want. I don't think there's a 24-hour sun. Force them to fake it. It doesn't even make sense for them to fake it. It doesn't even make sense. They would either have to cloud up the sky and kick the can down the road like they've always done, or let it set and let the world know, and then make changes, or because they're always a step ahead of us. So even if the flat Earth came out, let's say we go down there, we film the sunset, we come back with footage at the sunsets, the whole world would find out, people would transition, and then maybe they've got a plan in place to just trap us again in some sort of slavery system again, right? They could make it so that they say, because still, who's going to get on Antarctica and be able to just go south? Right? Nobody's going to take a plane and fly from South America and just go south, because you don't know what's on the other side now. You're taking a chance at dying in your plane. So it's going to have to be airships. It's going to be a lot of work. Now, again, I don't think that that's what they're doing. And I've heard Austin say before he thinks that they will eventually adopt a flat Earth. I think that there's some reset coming, some sort of a do-over, some sort of a catastrophe, some sort of a cataclysm, and that they just keep kicking the can down the road. The cataclysm will happen. The Earth will reset. Again, they'll have orphan trains and people will coming up, and they'll redo this whole thing, and they'll be able to keep that lie some more. That's what I think. But I'm not going to just sit back and be like, oh, let them do whatever they want. We'll just be enslaved. No, let's force them to do stuff. So hopefully that makes sense. I don't want to keep drawing this every single show I do, but yet Dave Hinkle just showed up and said, the globe is impossible, and water lies flat. Okay, that's all great and dandy, but I'm just saying, if the sun does go around you, because there is that 5-hour time lapse or 5-day time lapse. You seen that? Now again, was that here in 2015? No. Do they still have faked webcam footage or skipped webcam footage on the South Pole webcam site? Yep. Do we have no undersea cables? Yep. Does that make sense on a flat Earth? Yep. Do the planes seem to be going wrong speeds? Yep. Is there weird speed records in the South? Yep. So all that tells me that evidence can't just be coincidence. It points to a larger outer circumference of the Earth than we expect. This is why there's no undersea cables running here. This is why boats traveling this direction are going slower than boats up here, because it doesn't get back down in size after the equator. So there's so much evidence that I'm able to say with confidence that I don't think that takes place. I don't think there's a 24-hour sun in the South. I think if there was, there would have been a lot of footage of it. People like ALE, or what are they called? Yeah, Antarctic Expeditions. What is it called? ALE, Antarctic Logistics and Expeditions or something. How do they not have a video? I talked to the lady. I'm like, she's like, well, what are you coming down to film? I said, the sun, because you guys have been in business for 35 years and you don't have a video of the 24-hour sun. So now I have to go down there and film it because I think that's crazy. But if this is some sort of psyop thing, or I don't know what, that they wanted us to believe in flat Earth or for whatever reason, then the proof of that to me would be going down to Antarctica and seeing a sun go around my head. Now, the good thing is, here's one thing we need to make sure of. Let me draw this one more time and then we'll get out of here. So if you've got North America, South America, Africa, Mozambique, no, I'm just kidding. You got this in Russia and Alaska. Whoops. Okay, and you got Australia down here. So if this is our layout of our continents now. Okay, and then we've got the sun. Let's say we're down here in Antarctica. Sorry for my... Can I squeeze this in? No, it's not going to do it. I think I could do this maybe. Come on, get smaller. I don't know how to make it smaller. No, maybe you can't do it. 2 fingers? 1 finger? Nope, not making it happen. Oh, nope. Thought I could do it, can't do it. All right, so I'm just gonna move this up here so we can see this. So if we are here and we are filming the sun, that let's just say, for example, it goes behind our head, and we're filming it constantly. Let's say that it's like Austin Thompson's been seeing. So let's say you've got the sun here. I said yellow. So you got the sun here, and you've got some sunspots. What? Oh, here and here. Okay, and this is the sun that's moving this direction across where this person is in Antarctica. A couple things. A couple people say, what if it's mirrored? Okay, well, if this sun's going by us this way, and we see those sunspots, and then all of a sudden we see a sun start going this way behind us, we can check and verify if the sunspots are the same or if they've been mirrored. Because if they've been mirrored, then all of a sudden, well, maybe the real sun is heading this way. But this is why we'll need everybody to film the sun. Because again, if we see those sunspots correctly behind us here, and at the same time somebody in Antarctica is seeing the same sun with the same, sorry, not in Antarctica, in Australia, then that is very bad evidence for the flat Earth. Because the flat Earth cannot explain a sun here, let's see if we get a white, a sun here and also here at the same exact time. But unfortunately, the globe can't. The globe explains that pretty much perfectly. So again, it's one of those things that would end up in the basket of works on a globe Earth, but has no rhyme or reason, no mechanism, no possibility on a flat Earth. That's just the facts. So be like me, have balls. We've believed in the flat Earth because of the evidence that we've seen. That's why I believed in it. And if that evidence runs out to the point where it's like, oh shit, there's something that is completely impossible in our model, I just think I need to second guess that. Now, again, like I've said a million times, I could come back and say, you know what, guys, I was down there. The globe seems to match the observation perfectly, whereas the flat Earth can't explain it. You guys make up your mind from there. If the next day somebody comes to me and says, Jaron, does this explain it? And I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. There it is. Guys, here's the answer. The flat Earth is the winner because this model exactly predicts what we saw. But again, how could that be possible? That you have a person in the center. We know the sun goes around. How would there be somebody on the outskirts with the sun doing this? And remember, this happens 6 months from where this happens, going from left to right. This person sees it going from right to left. It's a very difficult thing to explain on a flat Earth because it just doesn't jive. It's not one of those things where, oh, you're looking the wrong direction. Right? We know that the stars, let me back out here real quick. We know that the stars all rotate right to left like this. So it makes sense that somebody in the south looks up and sees the stars rising on their right, setting on their left. If you rise on the right, set on the left, what direction is that? Counter, clockwise. Somebody in the north looking south sees the stars rise from their left, set on their right. What direction is that? Think about it. Turn around. Here's your eyes. You're looking this way. From your left to your right is clockwise. So there's things that explain well on the flat Earth just by your direction. You know, this person here could turn around and look south, and now what? Well, now they rise on their left to their right, which is clockwise. And if this guy here in the north turns around and faces the north, he has him rising on his right, setting on his left, which is counterclockwise. So it makes sense there. But you can't do the same thing because we don't have the going around your head like we do the sun. And again, the sun has to get the hell over there. One more time, just so you can see what I'm talking about. I just want to show you. Let's just look at North America, South America, and here's Antarctica. Oops, you really seeing that? Go up a little bit. Okay, so if the sun is coming around this way and going around this person's head, it needs to light up over here. They go by Punta Arenas time there, I believe. Yeah. So you got, come on, North America, South America. Okay, so if here's you are in Antarctica and you're going off of this time zone, okay, then when the sun passes here, it's noon. Okay, sun's here, it's noon. When the sun goes behind you, here, it's now 12 midnight, which means the sun needs to be here. Does that make sense? Here's Australia, because the sun needed to go this way for 12 hours. Yet, we would see it doing this. There's no mechanism for that. There's no way around it. We've got 5 minutes. Let me get to these people on the hold here real quick, and then we'll be good. What is this? We already saw this? Oh, yeah, I saw it. Who do we got? You already been on here. Travis, you got 2 minutes. Go.
Hey, Jared.
How are you?
Good, very good. So I wanted your thoughts on something I've never really heard brought up before.
Sure.
I live in Hawaii, in rural Hawaii, and I never see airplanes going overhead, ever. So, what I'm wondering is that looking up in the very middle of the night, at that point, right between sunrise and sunset, looking straight above your head, zenith to the sky, and seeing satellites go over your head, which with some binoculars or a telescope you will see constantly. And what I think the problem is that they are on the dark side of the earth, antipodal to the sun. So there's no kind of light from the sun to reflect off them for my eye to see.
Okay.
And I wonder if you had heard this argument brought up before or any rebuttals to it, because I think that one alone is a globe killer. If they say the satellites are typically like an average of 250 miles to 1,500 miles up, that's like the size of a dime.
Yeah, you shouldn't have. It should be very difficult to see because, especially if it's midnight, 1, 2 a.m., right?
Yes, if you at that exact moment that's halfway between sunrise and sunset, and you look straight up, you should not be able to see anything crossing the sky. And I know they're not airplanes. Like I said, I can go weeks and never see an airplane. The only ones you might see is like a 2-seater tourist one heading to a volcano.
Yeah, I would guess that's the case because I don't know how many planes would fly across Hawaii in their trek, right?
Yeah.
Like where are they going necessarily? Like if they're going to Japan from the United States, they would be up by Alaska. So I don't. Oh shoot! I forgot about these people. Okay. Anything else for me?
That was it. I just wanted to get your thoughts if you'd heard rebuttals to that or even that argument brought up.
No, I have heard that you can only see satellites when the sun is reflecting, when it's reflecting sun. So it would depend on what satellites you're seeing. I don't know how you'd figure that out and how far away they are, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I tend to think that, on my flat Earth model, my idea about how flat Earth works, like I'm weird. I think that the sun does reflect off of the moon in some way. And I think that that's because as you go up, you lose the atmosphere, right? And so since there's no more atmosphere, I do believe that the sunlight will travel across the flat Earth and light up the moon. People would say, well, wouldn't it be daytime? Well, no, because there's no atmosphere for the sun to light up. So the sunlight just travels over and lights up. So it's the same kind of idea on a flat Earth that I would think you would see satellites if they were up there, I mean, again, how are they putting them up there? Are they on balloons? Are they some sort of electric tethering or something? But I think that it's something that I'll look into. I'm going to write myself a note because you're right. You wouldn't be able to see them. And you said you see them with binoculars?
All the time. I'll just look straight up.
At any time.
In the middle of the night, all night long. In the middle, I've gone out specifically at that midpoint between sunrise and sunset and
Okay.
seen them
Do you
constantly.
have,
There's
do you have
all
a
kinds of
camera
weird stuff
attached to
going on.
that? Can you take pictures of that?
I will start doing that.
I would like to see that. That'd be great. All right, thank
And
you much.
you know, I'm a big fan of what you're doing and standing your ground with this Antarctica thing. And you know, there may be people running their mouths and talking trash, but there's a lot of us that are like cheering you on and are glad you're doing this.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that because those people are the quiet ones, while the other people are making videos and all that fun stuff. And I don't care. I've never cared. You know, it is what it is, and I certainly will always stand by what I think is the truth. So if people don't like that,
Right on.
they can chupa la verga. All right, thank you, sir. Art, what's going on? You got 2 minutes, maybe 3. Go ahead. Oh, you're muted, buddy. You should see an unmute button down at the bottom far left. The little multiple buttons there. There you go.
Okay, you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you. What's up?
Yeah, okay. Right. Okay, I just got a little thing I was wondering about the movement of the sun
Okay.
over the flat earth. And I haven't seen anybody say much about it. Yeah.
What do you mean, like what I just drew?
No.
Okay.
I've got a little slideshow there. Can I show you?
Sure. So you want to hit at the bottom button where you hit the unmute, there's a present button right in the middle.
Okay.
Click that, and then it will ask you if you want to share your whole
Share
screen.
I guess.
Yep.
Okay. Well, no. Wait.
What happened? What did it say? When you click present, it should say slide. So you hit share screen. And then when you hit share screen, you have to choose one of the either. See on the far right, it says entire screen. I wonder if you can see this.
Okay, I picked the entire screen.
You saw it on the top right or on the far right?
Yeah, got entire screen.
Okay.
Now my share button is grayed out.
Okay, so you have to click the picture of the screen. They'll be showing you the picture of your screen. Just click it, and it will put a box around it, and then you can. Then it will make the button able to be pressed.
Okay. Oh,
When you click
All right.
when you click entire screen, it will actually show a picture of your entire screen on the screen. Then you have to click it to kind of select
Okay,
yes,
I
that's right.
clicked the entire screen.
Okay, and then that didn't change the button color.
And no, the share is grayed out.
Okay, so on the screen, do you see a picture of your screen?
I see a picture of me. Yeah.
Okay, click it.
The webcam.
Click
Click
it.
that?
Yep, just click it and see if it highlights it in blue, and then it should open up that button.
Oh wait, no. Okay, the small one. Just
Maybe.
no.
Okay, try it again and walk with me through it. So just hit stop presenting or stop sharing. And then just only press the buttons that I tell you.
Okay, I'll cancel.
Okay, so now press the present button first. And then it comes up with a little box that says
Okay,
slides,
present.
extra camera, video, right?
Yeah.
Okay, click share screen.
Okay.
And it'll bring up a big list of tabs, and then it'll say Chrome tab. Mine says Chrome tab. Then in the middle it says Window. Then on the far right it says entire screen. You see that? At the top it says choose what to share.
I click on present, and I see slides, video, file, and share screen.
Okay, click share screen.
Share screen.
Now at the top, do you see where it says custom tab, window, entire screen, something at the top of that list?
Share screen sharing tips. What I see.
What?
Screen sharing tips.
Okay, hit OK.
Click on share screen.
What are your options?
Screen sharing to monitor. Screen sharing works best on a good computer.
Yeah, that's just tips. So click OK. So you read the tips. And now what does it say?
Share screen. All right.
Okay, so do you see in the
Your
upper
audio tab.
Okay, so see up in the upper right where it says entire screen? Do you see that or no? What? I missed what you said. In the upper right-hand corner, do you see where it says entire screen?
I click that.
Okay, so click that, and then it shows a bunch of pictures of screens. Mine shows that because I've got 4 monitors. Yours might only show 1 picture. Now click it. If you look at the screen, you can see what I just did. I'm going to go here, window, I went entire screen, and then I clicked on the picture of my screen, and then it opened up the share button. I don't think you're clicking on the picture of your screen. Again, it says Chrome tabs, window, but then over here it's entire screen. Click the picture of your screen, and then share.
Okay, select. Okay, I clicked on the window. I clicked on the window, and it's asking me remember.
Okay, so now pick one of those windows. Select one of those windows.
Okay, and click share.
Yep. Did it open up that button? You said was grayed out.
Okay. Now I click share.
Okay, there you go. I see it. Boom, you're on the screen. There, we got it.
Got it?
Yep, we're watching. We can see a sun path Earth surface picture.
Okay, now I want.
Well, you just kicked yourself. I'll let him come back. Guys, at 7 o'clock, we've got a quick hour, and then I got to go do fireworks with the kid. Jarrell says maybe we should stop saying flat Earth. Research Flat Earth by Eric Dubé was said many times over by Flat Earther 007. Jay, show it, or at least see it for yourself. All love military application of uranium snow. Don't know what that means. We'll get to that in a second. Why are all maps measuring distances on a sphere? By St. Pierre. Why are all maps measuring distances on a sphere? The Truther that changed the world storybook song, 3.5 minutes advertisement by No Longer on the Ball. I might need to get to that next week or next time. This is very new and important information. Which one here? Google Drive, Level Plane Productions. What is this? Come on back if you're there. Santa Claus. Santa Claus. Somebody sent me a weird Russian thing I can't read at all. Okay. I'll get to this stuff because I'm not going to have time tonight. And I got to get to Leslie. He's going to be pissed because he's going to wonder where I'm at. Okay. What was that guy's name? You and Dubé need to make up, get him on the show. Yeah, right. I would love to. That guy has no interest in being friends with anybody. It's not even a question. That's why, I don't want to say anything about possible shills, but it is weird that the one guy that can bring everybody together, the one guy who could be the Flat Earth president and nobody would even bat an eye, the one guy who could step into a leadership role and take this a lot further, the one guy who can actually bring the community together, refuses to even make friends with one Flat Earther. So if that seems weird to you, it seems weird to me. But if I was in that position and somebody's like, Jaren, you can bring the whole Flat Earth community together. You just need to say, hey, let's all get along, let's make up, and you can become Flat Earth president, and you can actually harmonize this group of misfits. For me to say, no, I'm not going to do that, seems like I'm a little bitch with a twat to me. So, just saying. I would be like, yeah, let's do it. Let's step forward. Let's get this moving. But there's somebody out there who doesn't want that at all. Not even a little bit. All right, I'm going to get this Zoom set up because we are running out of time. I'm going to give Santa Claus 2 minutes to come back. It's the same link. I don't know what you did. You had it all set, and then you started to move, and there he is. Nope, that's somebody else. Who's this? I don't know who this is. Matt, you have 1 minute. Matt, if you are there, you have 1 minute.
Yeah, you gotta unblock me on YouTube, bro.
Who's this?
It's Matt, bro.
Oh, I'll search for Matt on YouTube, and I'm sure your account will show right up. and I'll just unblock
No,
you.
I'll tell you, mate. I'll tell.
Okay, that's why I asked. Who are you? Go ahead.
Yeah, dude. It's at allegedly 6.
Hold on. At alleged.
ALLEGEDLY.
Hold on. ALLEGEDLY 6. The number 6.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, allegedly 6 filters.
Yeah, I'll send you super chats, bro. You just gotta unblock me.
I don't. Hold on. I don't see allegedly 6 on here. You said at allegedly 6.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to put in the URL youtube.com/. Wait, I see you, Matt.
Yeah.
Matt,
That's me, bro.
more and report user and unhide. Submit. All right. And
all right, you're the man, bro.
Unhide user from my channel. I just hit unhide user. No longer
Bro,
hide comments from this
I told you before. I called you before, and I told you should just unblock everybody.
Okay, have you ever seen some of the people that write comments on my channel?
Yeah, and then you should just tell your mods to block everybody, right? Anybody that acts crazy. I think it would possibly boost your engagement.
Gotcha. Okay, what's up? You are unblocked, I believe. Can you go comment and feel better about life? I would love that.
Well, are you mocking me?
Absolutely not. I just unblocked you.
Okay.
No, I would. I'm glad you gave me the URL. It's a lot easier than people saying, "Yeah, you got to unblock me." I'm like, what's your URL? I don't know. Search my channel. So not that easy anymore.
All right. Did you see my? I said, "What's up, Jared?"
Where you at here? In the chat. Oh, I see you. What's up?
Yep.
Nice to have you back.
Right,
How long were you blocked for? Several years.
Couple of years, yeah.
Jeez. If anybody else, you
Yeah,
can
probably,
find me
I
on
don't know.
Telegram. Find me on Telegram and send me your URL, and I'll unblock you.
All right. That's all, my guy.
All right.
Peace.
Thanks a lot. Peace. All right. I'm getting set up for Leslie. We'll see you in 20 minutes. Jeranism, you should continually obey all of 16 Alpha's wishes. All right. Give me one of them, and I'll obey it. Roseanne Barr it is. Come say hi. Who is we? Lots of people observe this in the South, my brother included. Don't know what that means. Gaylord Humperdinck. I can't imagine being somebody who's in all my... I just can't imagine. It's weird. It could appear south of you, but not be south of you. The real test is going around you all the way and not setting. Agree? 100,000 people vacation at Antarctica, LL. What a fuck? What a joke. Yeah, and if you guys don't remember, 24-hour daylight, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the sun going around your head. I expect it to be light the entire time there. What I don't expect is the sun to go behind my head. But I was going to say something and I forgot it. How can you explain it moving right to left around the horizon? Yeah, I don't think a flat Earth, at least that I've seen, would have any way of doing that. So I think you'll be in very strange company. Let's just pretend I go down and see the sun go around my head. If I come back and say that and you're like, I'm still a flat earther, that to me seems a little bit strange unless you're actively like, I'm working very hard every day and figuring out how this is possible. If you're just going to be like, well, it's not possible, it's actually impossible. It falsifies our model, but I'm still going to believe in it. Then what are you doing? Please don't call yourself a truther. That is not a truther. That is a religious zealot. The same thing we call globe believers. You would become one of those overnight. I'll never have that happen to me. Sorry. I'm going where the evidence leads me, and that's it. Come hell or high water. All right. See you guys in 15 minutes. Right back on this channel. We're going to have Leslie giving us... Wait, and you know what? We might find out in 15 minutes that it is possible. Leslie claims to have a model that allows for a 24-hour sun in the South. He's about to explain it in an hour. Happy 4th of July. I love you guys. Do your own research. When you do, you'll never again believe all the bullshit you've been taught. And please, 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 remember, fuck you haters. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Yeah. It was nice just hanging out. Now go and hit the bell. Share it with the homies so that they could grow as well. They missing out. Jaren leaves no doubt. If you know what we bout, it's never for the cloud, don't fuck around. Hey, not for the clout, that's too cap, we calling them out. Balls get flat when you cover the route. Jeranism, all in your mouth. Truth gets lost like all in the couch, but it's time to get up and make them get out. Uncover the route. Jeranism, we are the crown. Telecasting worldwide, check the globe is falsified. Space is spinning, DFI, all just scientism lies. Telecasting worldwide, check the globe is falsified. Space is spinning, DFI, all just scientism lies.
Who this be? What he about? You stay spinning, he stand out. About flat earth, it's flat out. He's still standing when you passed out. Globers pound, screaming, shout. He can turn you inside out. Yeah, surface deep, he's felt throughout. And he stay grounded, you spaced out.
We gotta run nowhere when we come fact check your facts and match your data. Concept is too abstract, what matters? Trying to tune in, but the note get flatter. Flatter, tell me I'm flattered. Flatter than pancake batter, now we landed. Jeranism, I'm your captain. Speaking, telecasting worldwide. Check the globe is falsified. Space is spinning, DFI, all just scientism lies. Telecasting worldwide. Check the globe is falsified. Space is spinning, DFI, all just scientism lies. You know equations to the things you make the symbols for. But ain't really explaining what the symbols for.
You know,
they try to teach you things against the things we taught before.
We don't want to fight no more. Now, I'm back. Aren't you excited? I should have checked this before I went down there. Lindsay has bailed. Hey, mate. Anyway, he is not doing well. I am not going to make it. Next Friday should be fine. Okay. So, that's good. 4th of July off. Spend some time with the little monster. I actually think I called Mavi so often a monkey that sometimes he thinks his name is Mavi Monkey. He's like, I'm Mavi Monkey. I'm like, yeah, but I'm just joking when I call you Monkey. But anyway, he thinks he's a monkey now. What's going on here with this? Let me check something out here. I'm sure everybody's gone, but probably everybody's gone. But I'm going to head out. Let me see. Leave site. Yes. Okay. So anyway, there will not be a show tonight. I'll put a notification. If you're not following me on Telegram, the notification channel, you should. Nothing goes there but notifications that I'm going live or that I've got a show coming up or that I'm going to be on somebody's channel. And you can actually leave that one on notifications so that you get it notified. But it looks like Leslie is not going to happen tonight. So I'm going to cancel that stream and put it on Telegram. You go to t.me/Jeranism show. Okay, there's also t.me/Jeranism links, t.me/Jeranism chat. And then if you want the good chat, you want to go to wap.com/Jeranism and become a VIP. VIP. All right. Is there anything else that I need to do? I don't think so. We did. Oh, no. Wait. Let me check super chats. That's one thing I didn't pay attention to. Let me get over there and check it out. Check. Oh, that was good. What did I do? Okay, go here, top channel. We got to go fan funding. Great. Let's see what we got. Thank you, everybody. We've got Level Pain Productions. Thank you for joining the Jeranism Club. We got Peter Murray, level 67, £5. Thank you very much. Upside Down Guy, gifted 5 memberships. What a good guy. What the hell? I didn't know he gave 50. Upside Down Guy gave 5 and then 20 and then 50. 75. Dude, I gotta take you to dinner or something now. And Brandy. Brandy's invited. I heard she doesn't eat much. Even my dog knows all the moon landings were fake, says LJ for $1.99. Thank you very much. LJ. We've got Justin Johnson, who gave 5 memberships, one of the greatest contributors to the supporting the show of all time. We've got New Moon. New Moon's 10 months and says, hey guys, and put a bunch of emojis, including little Mavi in there. I see that. Thank you. We've got No Longer on the Ball, best grift in town. Thank you for what you do, Jern. Yes, I'm doing so well. And yeah, it's not going too well, this grift, but that's all right. We'll get through it. My hope is, and I don't know if anybody cares at this point. Probably nobody's listening. My hope would be to do this full-time, comfortably. I don't need a lot of money. I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be powerful. I said if I had 400 VIPs, I thought that I would be able to take all the monetization off my channel, to not put anything behind any paywalls, to just let everything go as it is, meaning for free for everybody. But that would take 400 VIPs. We are at 101. So 25%, it's nice. It's good. I mean, it gives me like a little hope. But also time is running low on that, as 25% of that is about $1,000 a month. So That's not quite, well, I guess it's 100 would be, maybe it's 12, 1,300 a month. And then I've got a few hundred on Patreon. YouTube makes about 400 or 500. And Rokfin, used to be pretty decent. Now it's about 500. So, all combined, it's not enough to make it. And it's also kind of scary when you're pulling from all these baskets and you don't want to, if I lost Rokfin or I lost YouTube monetization or I lost the VIPs or I lost the Patreon, all that would be kind of catastrophic. Not catastrophic, but it would at least knock me back quite a bit. So the VIP could take care of everything. And I think it's a good deal. You get all my videos on Telegram. You get all the audios so you can listen to them on the road, in the car. You get private groups. You get a class every other Friday night. You get a hangout every first and third Saturday. And we'll just keep going through new members of the community to come speak to you. And it's been fun. And so I think people are enjoying themselves. Haven't had any complaints from anybody in that group. And there's a nice chat going on with the 100 people in there. And it's certainly better than the chat, t.me/Jeranism chat, where you just get trolls all day long and people yelling and bickering and screaming. We've learned a lot about health in there. Adam is one of our VIPs who's got some great information on vitamin A and the toxicity involved in that. We just got some good people. Harmon's in there and Eric, and I appreciate everybody that's in there. You guys are, Ellen's in there, just a great people, and you guys are helping me do what I want to do, which is be able to kind of run my own schedule, be with my son when I want to. Look how great this is. It's about 7 o'clock. I'm going to be able to go spend the rest of the night with him and enjoy some fireworks and the new bocce court in the backyard. And by the way, somebody says I pronounce that wrong. It's the reason I do pronounce it wrong is because the manager of the Giants in 2010, 2012, 2014, when they won the World Series, was Bruce Bochy. Bochy. So when I say Bochy, it just comes out Bochy. It's Bochy. Bochy is the name of the game. Bochy is the name of the big-headed managerial guy who retired, and everybody said, oh, goodbye, and everybody cried and blew him kisses, and then he came back and managed for another team, which they always do, by the way. It's just a thing that they do. Rather than piss off the team you're with and you're like, later I'm going to the Rangers, it's like, I'm going to retire. Oh, it's the end of this guy. Goodbye. And then he goes, retires for 2 years, and then he goes and manages for the Rangers. So anyway, I'll play a little bocce tonight. I wonder if people would be interested. Should we be live streaming the first ever bocce game between Missa and I officially? We might do that. I think I could figure it out. Somebody would have to hold it. No. Might be difficult if it's nighttime. But anyway, I'm going to go. It's been fun. I will post on the notification that Leslie is sick. And enjoy the 4th of July. Keep your hands. Keep your digits. Keep your appendages. You know what I mean. Don't blow up. All right. Anything else? That's it. JJCBDRub.com. JJSCBDRub.com. Support the show by going there, getting one of his awesome rubs, and then thcshow.live. Support that as well. And look forward to next Wednesday when we will be having episode number 2 of the NASA Mystery Theater. Is that what it's called? Mystery NASA Theater. Yes, that's it. All right, we don't need the outro song. We're just going to end it. Unless there's another song on here. Do I have anything I need to play? Let's see here. Do we have anything? Oh, we do have one person that wanted to chime in on... Where's that coming from? What? Oh. Just tripping out for a second. Like, that shouldn't be on there. Don't we have one person who wanted to talk about the VIP? Yeah, there it is. There he is. All right. One little advertisement, then we're out of here. Much love to you guys. Later, haters. There are many of you. And you're all losers. So, must suck to be you. I'm here with Alex Stein. Alex, what do you think of people who don't join my VIP club?
Guys, join the VIP club. $15. If you can't afford that, you need to stop watching YouTube and go free.